say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools.
I just didn't think you were going to make it. I had $5 that said you weren't going to make it on this one.
Hey, good morning. Welcome.
Jesus. Good morning.
I might have been a little high there.
Yeah, a little hot.
Well, here we are.
You're out of breath.
Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith.
You're out of breath again.
I just walked down a railroad track. I literally, before we tell you where we are, I drove through the opening credits of the movie Hoosier.
Aww.
And I don't mean that it was beautiful.
It's a compliment.
It was a beautiful drive in from 31 to Atlanta, Indiana, the home of
the Wellhead.
Cinnamon rolls.
The Wellhead. The Atlanta New Earth Festival, if that's what you're asking.
Earth.
It's 2024, and it's been here for a long time because I came here as a kid, and it was a hippy-dippy, wild event. But now it's really settled down. It's mom and pop. They got sponsors. And
So
it's a big
cool.
deal.
For over 50 years, this festival has welcomed our loyal and first-time vendors to showcase their crafts and passions. And this year, we have a lot more vendors. There's really cool handmade crafts right outside where we are sitting at, which is Town Hall. We're inside. So you have to come kind of search for us. But
what I found on the way in, Tom Berry from WIBC pointed out to me, llamas for rent.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
Llamas for rent.
Wait, where?
Right as I was walking in, there is a vendor that is renting llamas for next year's Lamalation.
Perfect.
The poor man's Zubilation.
Did you go over there and talk to him?
Not yet. I had to get here to start the show.
You should have ridden in on a llama.
That side saddle.
Side saddle because you're classy.
Yes.
All right,
Wow.
so this Atlanta New Earth Festival, this is a big deal. It's Saturday and Sunday. We've got fireworks display. We've got a concert, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We're going to have the Jesse
so it was
Brown
yesterday
Band.
Too?
Yeah, no, today.
And tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Today and tomorrow.
I thought it was Friday, Saturday.
The Jesse Brown Band's going to be here, the Burger House Productions.
Okay.
And, this is a big deal, Pat.
It was crazy. I was able to park and support the youth of the community for $20.
Well, good for you. We parked.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. I actually turned around to go back to their lot.
I think I'm going to donate $10 to the booth across the street, and in donations they give you cinnamon rolls.
Oh, really?
I believe they're just selling cinnamon rolls, but to me it
to
sounds
you it's
better.
a donation.
Yeah.
I want to thank the town manager, clerk, treasurer, Jennifer Farley for getting us in here. We're out of the weather. It is already starting to sprinkle just a little bit, and then it goes away.
Jennifer went to school with my kids.
Did she really?
Maybe.
Probably.
Farley's my cousin. I got Farley cousins. I'm sure she's a cousin
Of
somehow.
course you do.
She's going to join us in the 10 o'clock hour.
Well, she is going to talk about her famous cousin, Chris.
Chris Farley.
We miss him.
Yeah.
If you hear the phone
miss
ringing,
him.
we are in the town hall. They graciously let us come in here. Cam and
I
Devin
don't
are
care
with
if you have a pothole. We're not fixing them this weekend. Oh.
Anyway, if you want to get up here, go straight up Highway 19 north of Cicero.
I recommend 31.
You can do 31 too.
31 because then when you drive the 5 miles to the east, you will play the theme song to Hoosiers. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
It's a pretty neat place. There's plenty of parking. It's just like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Residents are selling their parking spots. You can grab one of those.
And first of all, I want to talk to the locals. I think you can get $6 for parking. $5 is so 1990s.
But you got to make change with 4 ones, bud.
Then charge 10.
Yeah.
Then charge 10.
Everyone, we need to unionize the parking.
They need to take notes from the Speedway residents.
Yeah, oh boy.
The IMS. Oh my
It's
gosh.
20 and 40. Well, on race day, it's
$60.
$50. 50
Oh,
or
I
60,
know.
And if you got the motorhome.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. If I go to the state fair, I'm parking up here. $5.
And then follow the railroad down.
The railroad down.
Yeah.
Hey, the nickel plate's been running too. That's the railroad.
I thought it was a bike path now.
Hey, I want to say thank you to manager Paul Sloan of the UPS store on 106th and 421 in Carmel. This guy helped me get some Mayday stuff to the FAA from one day to the next day. I said, now, can you do this? He says, I can do this. I said, if you don't do this, I'm going to have to kill you. And he stopped cold and he said, I don't know if we've ever had anybody say that in the UPS store.
Yeah,
but
I
anyway,
think you're
Paul
allowed to.
Sloan, thank
You
you.
shouldn't say that kind of stuff anymore.
100. Yeah, I know they can't take a joke. 106 and 421. Thank you. The FAA got it, and I'm in good shape. Thank you. So there you go, Pat. Ask me what I did.
Got any other personal business you need to do?
I sold the
Any
gyroplane.
birthdays?
That's why
Birthdays?
I had sold the gyroplane. And I had to get the bill of sale to him.
Oh.
So
Couldn't you just fax it?
no, they don't. They don't do that. Everything has to be a wet
It's
signature
always
with
scary.
the FAA.
It's like some of the it was a government agency, something that I was dealing with, and you had to fax in the copy of the.
Oh, that was for medical purposes. Remember they said that that's the one thing you can't hack is a fax machine?
I don't know.
You don't know.
All right. Well, so what's the weather going to be like today? It's actually nice here.
Yeah, and it's not windy. I lost a maple tree, half a maple
I'm
tree
sorry
last
for
night.
your loss.
You know, doggone it.
But that could be my gain. What kind of maple are you interested in?
I only lost half of it. I'm going to give it a shot. I did buy the chainsaw from you. I bought the Ego chainsaw, the 40cc.
Then trim it
Don't
up.
be pushy. I'm going to trim it up.
the
Don't
bottom.
get pushy.
At the bottom.
I swear I
cut
have
right
bought
through
one of
there.
I bought one of those
We are
stupid
gonna get
greenhouses
you-
at Sullivan Hardware.
We're going to get you a new maple. And
No.
you know what? Our guys can even install it
These-
for you for another
These
60%.
maples are 10-inch trunks. It's going to look like,
Well,
olive
you're
oil.
right. You're
Olive
right.
oil with
And
skinny ankles.
At your advanced age,
Yeah.
you would never see that new maple come to.
Our number is 317-239-9393. We'd be glad to take your calls, but we want to encourage you to get up here to Atlanta.
Yeah.
What a neat place.
And we expect you here around the town council table where we are sitting.
Is this a town council table?
Yes, it is.
We're going to call a meeting later.
It is, and we're going to vote.
Would you look
We're
at
gonna-
this? This
we're
is
gonna-
one complete.
We're going to vote on a redesign of the water tower.
This is a one-piece table. No, we're not going to redesign the water tower. Pat, I just got the
gonna put-
wellhead report on the
We're gonna
ground head.
put
Everything's
my likeness on it.
God. I'm sorry. I don't think you can put a horse's ass on the
Denny,
Oh,
don't say that
brother.
word.
Hey, the
This is the
good news
Home
is
and
I did
Garden
get the
Show.
report on regulated contaminants of the water supply of Atlanta, and it is A-OK, all within standard. Selenium, radium, TTHMs, barium, chromium,
What is
fluoride,
wrong
nickel.
with you?
I got the report on
Did
the
you
water.
pull it up?
Well,
He's
actually,
been going through people's files.
no, it was over there on the counter. This is the town hall. They post everything here.
I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Is it Jennifer?
Yeah, she's on the phone.
Very sorry. So listen, 43,000 people in Marion County still without power.
Yeah.
So we have that going. And I was thinking back to the 1990s when I started in radio, and we had a big storm, and we got a thing from from Kent Sterling, probably. Give out the time, because everybody had the electric clocks, and there was a lot of people that didn't know what time it
Oh,
was.
it's 9:14 on a Saturday morning,
Yeah, well,
Eastern Standard Time.
I think now
Eastern
everyone
Daylight Time.
with with the cell phones and such, they're probably a little more equipped. But it was, you know what? It seemed like the wind came in later than they thought, because you started to get this. All right, we did all this, and it's like really not that bad. And then about, what was it?
But
Like in our area, it's
it
like
made
7
landfall,
o'clock.
yeah, and all of a sudden the winds came in.
Landfall in Indiana.
Yeah, basically it hit landfall in the
Yeah.
Big Bend area, but the water surge, did you hear how high that was? 20 feet?
In Indiana?
No, in Florida.
We're only talking about in Indiana. We care about Florida.
Well, we got 68-mile-an-hour winds last night. That's when it peaked out according
Yes.
to Wilkes.
Yep. So anyway, if you are out of power, when we come back, Danny's got a few tips of things you should be looking for and what you should and should not do. So when your power does come back on.
It's 9:15 here on Saturday morning. I want to tell you about the performers here up at the Free Stage. We've got Branded Bluegrass. They're going to be here from 10:30 to 12. We got the Leaf Cloggers. Pat, it's sort of like Irish dancing, only it's for American people that with the wooden shoes. Cloggers, you know what cloggers
yeah,
are?
sure.
Yeah, the Cloggers are going to be on from 12 to 12:45, and then they're going to come back for a reprise, 3 o'clock to 3:45. We've got the Blue River Band from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Pat, Sure Thing is going to be here from 4 to 6. And then tonight, the big headliner is Jesse Brown Band. Ought to be a good show.
Wow, that should be
That's
good.
just today, and we've got another
So
lineup for tomorrow.
I did not, on my stroll in, I did not see the stage. Did I pass it?
The stage is just north of the fire tower, or the water tower.
Yes, you have not been down that direction.
So
yet.
I haven't been to the main part yet?
Correct.
Okay. Because I've been hanging out on the tracks.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And then we found another person coming off the tracks, Terry Stacy.
Yeah. Talk about
I
people
got this
that
panicky call from Terry
couldn't
this
get
morning.
here.
I'm on the phone with my mom, and Terry Stacy calls her. Mom, I got to talk to Terry. I'll call you back.
Thank you.
And
Welcome, Terry.
I appreciate that. Listen,
You did it.
it is beautiful here.
It is beautiful.
First of all, it is
Like
beautiful
Hoosiers?
here. And it is. Driving out once I got into the cornfields.
Yep.
Thank God for the farmers because they've got a lot of them here. And but
Atlanta,
I
Indiana.
am so construction weary. I mean, every
yeah.
turn to get here from Greenfield was construction.
did the
Things
semi
blocked.
hit? Did the semi hit you or just turn over?
I don't even know if that's what it was. I just assumed because of the backup on the ramp to 465 that there must have been a rollover. And then you can't get on 465 from the north side at 56th Street. I mean, the construction is ever going and they're making us nuts. We have to stop.
I was nuts before they started this. I
They're
didn't need
gonna
any help.
Well, they're going to reconfigure Meridian Street ramp again.
You imagine how bad
Oh,
that's
really?
going to be.
Again.
It's because of the south side traffic
Are they
coming out
putting
of
in
Carmel.
Are they putting in a bike lane?
Put in a bike lane. Yeah.
Add another bus lane, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, and please, can we get another bus lane?
Yeah.
What are they doing to downtown traffic? Are they
They're
trying to make us all walk? And
They're trying to. They want to slow traffic down.
Yeah.
I almost said last week
This
when
is how they're gonna
when
do
the
it.
Bears
They said.
were here.
Yeah.
I went out and almost got ran over by a scooter, and and he was wearing a Bears jersey, and that's okay. But for goodness sakes, they're crazy on sidewalks. They're just crazy.
Oh, it's a nutty world, everybody.
There's a lot of injuries.
How
on
about
scooters?
break? We need to take a break.
Not yet.
The storm.
Now, don't be mean again. This
Did you already talk about it?
No.
Oh,
that's what
my
Jenny.
Well, we were talking a little bit. People have been out of power.
Yep, 43,000 in Marion County right
Yeah.
now.
Ours came back
Morgan
on in the
County.
middle of the night.
I haven't checked Duke yet to see what there is.
In Greenfield, they worked like champs. But God bless them, truly, because
Yeah.
these are the kind of the unforgotten first responders. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
they're out there in the storm. And that wind, I can't even imagine. In Greenfield, I think it said it was our maximum wind was at like 47, 54,
Yeah, I heard
something
between
like that.
40 and 60 at one point.
It was. And it
68
doesn't
was
go
the
away.
high.
You keep thinking, okay, wait, it's going to go away, and stuff's fallen, and you think it's going to go. But unlike a tornado, this just went on for hours.
It did.
And it was
Yeah, and you probably
brutal.
felt it a little more. Now, we were at in the height of it, we went to a Mexican restaurant, and
That's where I want
That's
to
your
die.
Friday night thing.
it is.
I think
and
it
we had the
is.
babies. We had the twins with us, and Elle didn't steal anything, which was good.
Wow.
that you know of right now.
Yeah, she stole a big bottle of ketchup last time. But the wind, like when they opened the doors, like literally, I'm not lying, some of the chips blew out of the basket.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Were you guys the only ones there?
pretty much.
So can you imagine that going? And people do. You know, they stay. They hunker down and they stay, like in Florida, where it hit
Yeah, I
Perry,
know.
Florida, came ashore, and man, that
So here's-
was. I can't imagine enduring that.
So here's the outage report from Duke. We've got 1,000 in our area north of 70. South of 70 looks like they've got about 7,000. Down in Louisville, that's 440, and over by Evansville, there's 35. But these are respectable numbers. I don't know about
Yeah,
AES.
Duke has actually made some pretty good progress from what I checked out
Yeah.
last night. Wow, they sure have.
They have. They brought it way down.
Sure have.
Yeah, so we're down to about, 7,000,
So
8,000.
AES was 43,000 at
Yeah.
about, I think it was about 7:30 this morning.
All of
Okay.
our neighbors on 159th Street, all of us had our trees trimmed by the woodsmen that come in to protect the power lines.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Oh,
And I
really?
know
Nice.
that they would have hit that line because there was a tree down there this week. So how about that?
Well, we had to cancel Pumpkin Town last
I
night.
saw that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, that was the right move.
You know, the only people out in this weather were Catholic football players, by golly.
They
Who
were.
played?
I was watching
was it,
the news.
Verbuff?
All of them.
All of them.
All the private schools. The public schools did not play, but the private schools
All right,
did.
we'll break in a minute. Hang on. I'm listening to Jimmy in my ear. All right, so Chittard started to play, then the power went out. That was Chittard and Guerin.
Did they finish?
Yeah.
No, they're going to finish today. Roncalli and Verbuff,
They
they
finished.
played. They finished. I saw Lutheran played. It was just kind of funny. It's like, oh, boy.
Yeah, but everything was okay.
Everything was
fine. Nobody got hurt.
You're not going to hurt those boys and the cheerleaders
that's
who
right.
get out there and feel a little bit of God's wrath. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC. A simple right-hand turn, 5.5 miles of the movie Hoosiers.
You can't get any farther north than Hamilton
Coming
County.
to Atlanta, Indiana.
You know what? Hearing you say those words, it makes me think you might possibly be a fantastic narrator.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven.
Read something again. So you could do something else from your memory. Just in that same voice.
Say the Lord's
I
Prayer.
think it was the music.
It
Yeah, I
does
think
help.
it was the music.
It does
Definitely
help.
the music. Atlanta, Indiana, and the name of this festival is the New Age Rock and Roll.
No.
It's a New Earth Festival.
New
Don't
Earth.
do that.
Now, I just want to tell Jennifer, it always takes me like an hour.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm glad
hour
you
to
put
get-
your phone on silent.
All right, you know what? I had a lot of things going on this morning.
Sorry.
You can find sympathy in the dictionary.
So
Anyway.
by the time we get to the 10 o'clock hour, I already know where I am. Mm-hmm. When I get to the 10 o'clock hour, I will know the name of the New Earth Festival, celebrating 51 years.
I think it's more than, well, the New Earth Festival maybe, but this festival's been going on since I was...
Celebrating 51 years.
Okay, 51 years.
I was
You
looking
got
at
it.
the lineup here
You are
for tomorrow.
so picky.
It says it right
No,
on the
it,
sheet.
I'm
they
just
gave.
saying
correct.
you're
He's
picky.
correct.
I'm just mad because I left my coffee.
So, Jennifer,
at
it
the
must have
cash
been
register.
in the 1970s, says it's 50 years. Yeah, she asked me when I was here last. Yeah.
Were you a hippie?
I hung out with hippy-dippy kids, okay?
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet
I
you're
haven't
still
seen
a nerd, though.
anybody hippy dippy
I
here
haven't
yet.
I haven't
This is amazing.
No, it's amazing.
When we heard that there were 100,000 people that
Yeah,
come to
80
this event,
to 100,000 people.
and all the vendors, people are here. I
This is craft
The
corner.
sun is out, which is amazing.
And the sun
it's-
is out is right. And
it's
I don't
really
know
a
why
pretty
we're
day.
inside. Who made this
Well,
decision?
I don't know.
Stu, was that you?
Well, they're worried about the
rain.
the equipment getting wet. We
Did
weren't
you
sure.
read? Did you read a
God
single
shall
email?
not rain on the new
Did you read a
Earth
single
Festival.
email that was sent out about this festival?
No.
I didn't think so.
It's huge, and there are so many people here. We've got over 100 and 170 vendors that are here on every street.
Jennifer has to come on the air and tell us what
That's
are the
at
highlights
10
for the
o'clock hour.
newbies.
So we
Yeah.
got her. We got her lined
There's
up.
also a big firework display tonight following the Jesse Brown Band, so that's going to be
really?
really cool. I love a good fireworks show.
Yeah, I do too.
And some fantastic. I was looking at tomorrow's schedule in particular just to promote for tomorrow too, and I thought I saw Hall and Oates would be here.
Hill and Oaks.
It's actually Hill and Oaks,
Oaks.
from 12:30 to
You know
2,
what?
and not Hall and Oates.
I heard they're better.
Then Hall and
Yeah.
Oates.
Yeah.
Hall and Oates are
man.
so old.
Even Hall and Oates. No, I think even Hall and Oates would
love
agree.
them.
Yeah, Hill and Oates are.
Hill
they're in
and
their
Oaks.
20s.
Oh my gosh.
They're
If-
in their-
Terry, look at the one
Beautiful.
at comes in at 3 o'clock. 45
Tomorrow?
RPM. Do you think that's Barbershop Quartet?
Oh,
what do you
I've
think
heard
that
of
is?
them.
What is it? 45 RPM is from 3
I don't
o'clock
know,
to,
but I've heard.
to 5
I
o'clock
really
on the
have
free
heard
stage.
of them. Lots of great bands, and it's such a full weekend.
They also have a really cool big kids zone as well, and this is free. Tons of bounce houses, face painting.
Yeah.
Face
Tell you what,
painting?
next break I'm going to barge out that front door and go see what's out here.
Look who's here. The 4 Leaf Cloggers are here. Not in the room, but they're going to be performing.
Oh,
and
today.
They're
They have
fantastic.
You know what?
two shows. They're
I
about
love
a half-hour
'em.
show.
We could put them right up on top of the town council table here.
This
We
is
sure
one piece
could.
of oak wood. Did you see how this is all held? Not one piece, but it's all
you
manufactured.
talking about the
together?
table?
Yes, it's unbelievable. This is a huge table.
Oh, Denny.
It is. So you're agreeing with
is
me
pretty.
that the Cloggers could do a show.
They could, but I don't think Jennifer will let them do it on the town council table.
Unless they're small too, because I think the ceiling height would prevent them from really
Yeah.
doing the.
There's some
doing the
tile
number.
right over there where it says employees only beyond this point.
Yeah.
Right in front. If there's a small group, we could put them right there.
Now, Allison was going to go
I
out,
think it's
or
gonna be
maybe
so
Tom
nice.
was going to
Tom
go out and
Berry.
negotiate barbecueology, the art and
Oh, yeah.
science of barbecue. He was going to go out and negotiate, but that means, we're going to eat
You mean
well.
trying to get some food? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Turn around behind you, Terry. There's all the
what's that?
snacks that everybody brought in. We got cookies,
I'd like to have some
cupcakes.
toast.
Allison's going to get us a pumpkin roll here in a little bit.
Yeah, we have a pumpkin roll station right outside of our door, which is very dangerous.
When we come back, we have got in the weeds.
Oh, we
and
do?
You're going to have to put on your thinking caps because the E.F. Marburger girls have something special for you this week.
Is that so? It's sponsored.
Oh yeah,
Still sponsored.
That's amazing.
You're just
Have those
jealous.
people met you in person?
Yes, they're wonderful ladies. It was when you were on vacation.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was when you were on vacation. It was a great show. We
That's
enjoyed
how he did it.
everything.
He slid them in,
Yeah.
talked to them, and
I
said,
bet
I can
there's-
give you a deal.
I bet they're scared of you. That's why they sponsored it.
Well, the town council of Atlanta was going to sponsor it, but they sort of backed off so they could support this New Earth Festival. They only had so much in their budget.
Sure. I think they made the right decision. 239-9393. We are here in Atlanta. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the segment that is sweeping the countryside, and we are just as surprised as you are. It is now a sponsored
Yes.
segment. E.F. Marburger, 9999 Allisonville Road, is the sponsor of In the Weeds with Denny Smith.
And my thanks to Kim and Kelly and the whole Marburger family. They're the fourth generation. Fine flooring and everything else you need. Folks, today on In the Weeds, we're going to talk about Bluetooth. Now, that's something that almost everybody uses if they have a cell phone. So today, Allison and Pat, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. What year was Bluetooth invented?
1947.
Okay, Allison, you want to take it better? He's kind of low.
I'm going to say 90.
1994. 1994.
That's the year I was born.
So, what function was it originally designed for? For those of you who don't know what Bluetooth is, it's a wireless technology where we can hook up earbuds and speakers and virtually a lot of different things to your cell phone so you don't have to have something. But why was it originally designed?
Well, Denny, I would say us all good things. It always seems to be the military, so I'm going to say launch rockets.
Launch rockets. Allison, you want to take a swing?
I'm going to say to communicate with each other.
It was to replace the standard of the RS-232 cable. Now, these two geeks over here that run our board, Cam and Devin, you know what an RS-232 cable is. Can you imagine hooking that up to your telephone so you can have a speaker? It just didn't work. So here's the question, and this is multiple choice.
Okay.
Who invented Bluetooth technology?
Okay.
Was it IBM, Nokia, Ericsson, Intel, Toshiba, Apple, Sony, or Qualcomm?
Okay, that's a
definitely
lot of,
not
it's a
Apple.
lot
It's
of
definitely not-
choices.
I know, pick one.
Wait,
Can you give us our choices again?
Okay.
can you just eliminate it to maybe 3?
Okay. Was it Intel, Ericsson, Nokia, or IBM?
Nokia.
I'm going to say Nokia.
Nokia because they're so cutting edge. No,
No.
and now we're getting to why it's called Bluetooth. It was invented by Ericsson.
Mr. Blue.
You're close.
He had a Bluetooth,
He had
and his nickname was Bluetooth.
Allison, you've nailed it.
Are you
it,
serious?
It was named after Harold the Great. His name was Harold Bluetooth. He was the first king of the Vikings. I'm
I
telling
am
you this
so
truth.
smart.
Now
Wow.
wait a minute. You see this? See this right here?
Wow.
HB, Harold Bluetooth. That's an H, which is the asterisk, and that's the B. When you combine them,
Oh, so
you
the
get
Bluetooth
the Bluetooth
signal.
symbol. So
Wow.
I am nerding out this week trying to figure this all out. But Ericsson, of
Wow.
course, they're a Dutch team. They're Danish, and they were so proud of their king. Nobody knows who the famous king of the Vikings were. It was Harold Bluetooth. And how do you think he spells Harold? Harrald. But he was a legend. A lot of people don't know that the Vikings were not just warriors. They were scientists, they were farmers, and they were craftsmen. And you go out to Norway and Sweden and down into the Netherlands, you're going to see all of the different things. But in honor of Harold Bluetooth, the Viking king, there you go. That's how it is. Okay, so one more thing. Can Bluetooth be hacked?
Anything can be hacked.
That's
By
exactly
Harold.
right. It can be hacked. And it's caused
I
havoc.
knew that was the correct answer from Denny.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the biggest advantage of Bluetooth? This is a simple one.
no wires.
No
wireless connectivity.
Wireless connectivity. But it's all
Man,
low
I am
power.
killing it today.
Yeah, you really, really are. So that's everything. My thanks to EF Marburger for sponsoring this, a little bit of a history lesson.
But Denny,
and God bless the Vikings.
isn't pretty much wireless making Harold and his Bluetooth, not that popular anymore?
Why would that be?
What do you mean?
Well, it just seems like Bluetooth is limited, right, in the distance that.
That's the whole point. You want it to be low because of the frequencies.
Yeah.
You don't want to fry anybody's brain. Remember, that's what they always said about cell phones is it's caused. You haven't heard this, have you?
They debunked that a couple years ago.
Exactly, because they've been able to
Your
lower
cell
the
phone
power in your
cannot-
cell phone.
So,
Your
but my
radiation.
point being, it's like, I think when the original Traeger grills came in, they had Bluetooth,
Yes.
but then guys couldn't, change their temperature when they were flying in from the airport. So now they're all wireless.
Oh, wireless is different. Somebody's got to be repeating that through another source.
I'd also argue that's a safety thing. Like, I don't know if you should turn on your grill when you're not
Actually,
home.
they don't. They won't let you turn it on.
Okay.
But once you turn it on, you can go anywhere and adjust it.
So, to my point, I don't think it's safe.
I'm not disagreeing.
Wow.
I think we should stick to Bluetooth on that one.
And
but
I'm not disagreeing. And I'm also, anytime you get electronics like that, say on a grill, wind, rain, heat, you don't know how many times we go out on a repair and we have to have a tech from somewhere else log into the grill.
Really?
it
to
Geek
fix it.
Squad for the grill department.
Yeah.
Allison, they
wow.
do that on your dishwasher now. They'll do that on your washer and dryer. They can log into your machines when the techs come in.
Sure.
And that's how they get all the diagnostics.
I mean, I do love the Traeger grill and the convenience. I'm just saying the Big Green Egg doesn't have that, so you don't have to.
Now, have you heard the
Wow.
conspiracy about all the televisions that have been sold over the last dozen years? They all have secret.
That they're filming us in our
That's
pajamas.
exactly right. They have secret cameras in there, and they can transmit that through that same cable back to somebody who's watching us.
No more nude stretching.
New segment idea.
Yes.
that?
Terrible idea, but I'm going to go for it. Denny's Conspiracy Corner.
Oh, if I got the conspiracy theory.
If you don't know this about Denny Smith, he is a huge
conspiracy follower. Okay. I'm not a theorist. I just follow him.
But
I think
I
they're
enjoy
hilarious.
it. I think it's great. We're gonna figure something out.
All
'cause
right,
that's great.
so I bet E.F. Marburger would let us take a pause from In the Weeds.
He
and we
won't
could-
really tell us what he really thinks, because then people would think he's a real.
I bet you we could get Joe
nut
Rogan
job.
or Elon Musk to sponsor him.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I like Elon Musk. I don't like Joe Rogan.
Well, it doesn't matter.
What
He'll
the-
sponsor it.
Money's
We'll take
money,
their money.
right? Yeah, there you go. Well, that's In the
Wow.
Weeds. ladies and
Okay, everybody.
gentlemen. All right. Coming up in the 10 o'clock hour, the very famous clerk treasurer of the town of Atlanta is going to join us.
Coming up right now.
Right now, she's passing out all the water bills because the water bills had to go out.
Coming.
That's where Terry is too. She's helping
Terry
pass
took her
them out.
to Terry took her to the post office.
Terry's licking the envelopes. All right. Brian joins us on the program. Hi, Brian.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good.
I had a question about HVAC. Is it hard on your system to switch from air conditioning to heat back and forth? Me and my wife are having wars over the thermostat.
What does she say?
She likes
She
it
doesn't care.
warm.
She just
Okay, then go with whatever she says.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt it a bit. You just don't want to. The one thing you don't want to do is go to heat and then immediately come back. As long as you've got at least 2 to 5 minutes between it, it allows the compressor to discharge all the pressures, and you should have no problems at all. It's not an issue at all, brother.
Yeah, we've only been married 30 years, and I've only promised God to love her as long as wind blows and water flows.
That needs to be on a T-shirt.
Well, I want
Or
to
maybe a
party
greeting
with you,
card.
son. That's pretty good. Oh my!
Is your power on by chance?
It is.
All right. Well, you take whatever Mama wants. You make sure Mama gets. Okay.
Don't call her Mama either.
Yeah, please.
I had a fellow once that was a dear friend of mine, and he had gotten married, and he'd been married for a while. And I said, "Well, how's it going?" He says, "Whatever she likes, I love." And that's the attitude you got to have, man. Whatever she likes, I love.
Thanks for the call, Brian. Have you ever called Jane when Andy was just a baby? Did you ever call Jane mother?
Oh,
No.
Of course he did.
We've called her Mom or Maga, but we haven't called her Mother.
Yeah.
That's sort of a English Catholic thing. I don't know.
No, it's something I don't care for. I generally.
So what do the grandkids call?
I generally call my wife Beth.
It's a good name.
I think it's interesting that the grandkids call you Pat. I think that's hilarious.
It's easier. Yeah. As they get older, they'll call me Grandpa Pat.
Grandpa Pat.
But if they come to work at the store, they're going to have to call me Pat because we do not allow more than one syllable names.
What did you call your dad when you were working for him? Did you say Dad?
Dad.
Yeah, see, Snuffy wouldn't allow that. We had to call him Snuffy when we were at work.
Really?
Which was really difficult. I mean, to call your dad Snuff. Well, we ended up calling him Snuff instead of Snuffy, but
Yeah.
that's the way it was.
239-9393. Today until 1 o'clock, we are here in Atlanta, Indiana for the 2024 Atlanta New Earth Festival that gets underway. And right now, I don't know what it's doing in Marion County, but the sun is out here.
And the wind, not just a nice breeze.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, I was looking at the forecast for up here in Atlanta, and honestly, it's not too bad today. It's, I mean, obviously a little cloudy in areas, but it's a 30% chance of rain maybe in the next couple hours, but that's it.
All right, so this thing is over 50 years. This is the 51st years. Crafts. They have entertainment,
Boy, do they
food, train rides from Noblesville, free
that's
kids
fun.
zone, the return of the Saturday night fireworks display with live music. So whether you've ever come or if this is your first time, there is tons and tons to do, and you'll become a fan and be back year after year. I was amazed. I got to be honest, never heard of it. And then we had
You never heard of Atlanta, Indiana?
Yeah. Oh, I knew Beth's aunt had a shop here in Atlanta.
Okay.
I've never heard of the New Earth Festival. And what I was going to say, last week we had people call and just go crazy and said it's huge.
Oh, everyone was shocked we didn't know about it. So I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, I need to get out more. Coming right back with more 93 WIBC. You know, I just realized Terry went to move her car.
Yeah, that was about 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago.
And she was also about 10 minutes late. So I think.
She is obviously out enjoying.
Yeah, she's
going to get an interview.
She's enjoying the festival.
I see her pigtail or her ponytail right here. She's stopped and she's engaging and doing an interview. So.
Is she?
She's being
for
Terry
tomorrow.
Stacy, yeah.
She's being Terry Stacy. All right, we're in Atlanta, Indiana. 51 years of the Atlanta New Earth Festival going on today and then again tomorrow. What are the hours tomorrow? Does anybody know? Anybody?
9 to 6.
9 to 6. All right.
9 to 5.
9 to 5. 9 to 5.
Or thereabouts. Just come up.
I am
9 to 5 and today 9 to 9.
There's a guy that's got some llamas out there. I'm going to rent one.
We have a lot to do.
Llama poop is some pretty good poop. Did you know that? It's almost as good as bunny rabbit poop.
But I thought my grandkids would have fun.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Joining us on the program is Randy. Hi, Randy.
Hello. Good morning. I have a question about crabgrass.
Okay.
I know I can put Preventer on in the spring, but I was wondering if there's anything I can do now.
Well, you can. There's crabgrass killers that are actually a lot better than they used to be. But you have to remember, too, the first kind of really frosty morning, it's going to kill it anyways. So I don't know if I would bother with it. But if you want to, the orange bottle of Weed Clear from Ortho is pretty good on crabgrass.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for the call.
That was pretty easy.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth spending the money on it.
I think the last couple of weeks we've had a lot of crabgrass calls.
Yeah.
Is this just the time of year where people start to notice it?
Yeah. It's when it really starts to get dominating on your lawn because it continues to grow, especially when, until this most recent amount of rain that we've gotten, things were really dry.
Now, does that
so the crabgrass is sticking out while the rest of the grass.
Does that poison that you have, does it also take care of cattail type things? You know, the foxtail?
Did you hear what he just said?
The poison. Yeah, that herbicide.
The poison.
That poison
we kill the weed. We kill the weed.
Poison you're peddling.
All right. Does it also take care of foxtail?
Yeah.
I think it's the same genre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're going to talk to Steve. We're going to talk to Steve about poison as well. Hey, Steve.
Good morning, Pat. I want to say thank you for sending my wife a birthday card yesterday. It really made her day, so thank you.
Glad to do it. Yeah.
And
did I put a personal note in there by chance?
You did, and she really appreciated it. It made the highlight of her birthday.
Oh, well, that's great. Anything I can do, Steve.
Hey, Pat, my subject is weed killing, and
poison.
Our lawn care guy put this Tenacity weed killer on there. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, yeah.
By your reaction, I was a little surprised when all of a sudden I began to see white streaks throughout my lawn. Is that normal?
Yeah. What's he trying to kill? Bent grass or?
Broadleaf weeds, he said.
Well, I would tell you that I wouldn't go killing dandelions with Tenacity just because of the expense of it. It's a very expensive, but I shouldn't say. I mean, heck, a 8-ounce bottle will last you for 40-some years, I think. But no, that does good. But it does tend to, it makes the weeds turn very white. I was using it to kill bent grass, and it did a really good job, but it was very white. And then what it does, Steve, I don't know how you know your neighbors, but it brings people out. Because they see the white streaks in your lawn, and then all of a sudden you'll see people gathering, and all of a sudden you're out talking to them, and somebody breaks out a grill, brings some lawn chairs, and now you're getting closer to your neighbors.
And Pat, because I both have a Weber and a Big Green Egg that I've bought at the grill department at Sullivan Hardware, I'm always ready to host my neighbors.
Well, there you go. So it's a win-win with Tenacity. Tenacity. Bringing families and neighborhoods together.
And emptying wallets nationwide.
It's part of my new career as a
How big are the bottles? You ordered it. You ordered it once, but the bottle's
16 or 8 ounce.
It's really small, but it's
like $80.
They're very proud of it.
Yeah, but it was like one drop per 50 gallons or something like that.
1 drop per 50 gallons. Oh.
Yep. Steve. He's gone.
Yep, Pat. Looking forward to seeing the wet bales of hay today at Pumpkintown.
Yeah, you know what? We had them all covered up. But hey, are you in Indy? Is it raining right now?
No, I'm at 38th. I'm at 46th and Lafayette Road, and it's a broken cover for Denny. And the sun is shining through here, and it's
perfect.
Going to be a beautiful day. Everything's drying out here on the on Lafayette Road. And I think everything will be super dry tonight in Allisonville.
There you go. Thanks, Steve. 239-9393. We have 1 minute. I didn't even know we were in the last segment.
Time's flying by.
We're having fun in Atlanta, Indiana, and coming up, we're going to have the clerk treasurer join us.
And I think during this next break, I'm going to go sneak around and get us some food.
Okay.
We're going to do some taste testing, I think.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Get a llama.
We're not going to eat a llama. What's the matter with you, pumpkin head?
Have one in here at the.
They also are giving away free kittens next door. That is not a joke.
Yes, and
how many do they have?
I don't know.
They don't have 30.
I'll bring you at least 3 back.
No, that's.
I just texted my daughter-in-law. We lost a cat in the family to see if she's interested in another one.
What kind of cats are they?
Cats?
MANX.
Oh, those are the good ones.
Those are the good ones?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I heard. All right. We're going to step aside for the news, and we'll come back with more from Atlanta right here on 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools.
Hour number 2 of Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Let me give you their number because I know a lot of people are in need right now. 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Today we're in Atlanta, Indiana for the New Earth Festival. And joining us, we still haven't seen Terry Stacy. Now Allison has left. Denny and I are here.
I'm just here because I'm paid to be
You got
with
Cam
you on
and
Saturdays.
Stu, our field engineers. That's how big this thing is.
And they're paid to be with you, too. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any friends.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
I'm here.
Jennifer's here.
Farley from Atlanta.
That's right. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. Thanks, guys, for coming up today.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
Hey, we are glad to have you guys here. It's an exciting time in our little town.
It is, and you know what? And I guess I don't get out much, but I had never heard of.
That's
Atlanta
the
New York
absolute
Festival.
truth.
Yeah.
He did not. We kept talking about Atlanta, and he thought he was going to Georgia.
Oh, my goodness.
Denny's just pretending he knows all about it.
No, I don't know all about it, but I had some hippy-dippy friends in the 70s from college, and we would come up here because it really was sort of a new age type of festival, and it's changed so much. It's really family-oriented now.
So,
but
Jen,
back
Yes.
then-
give us the history. How did it start?
Okay, the festival began in 1974. At that time, there were some businesses that came into the town. So to celebrate the revitalization of the downtown area, they decided to have a festival. So there was a merchant in town here, and his business was called Touch of Earth, and so that's how they got the Atlanta New Earth Festival.
There you go.
Yes,
How about
yeah.
that?
Okay.
So
and what was his business like? Just
it was pottery,
organics
I
or
believe. I think it was
pottery
pottery.
and stuff?
Some,
Okay.
yeah. So at that time, there's probably about 10 new businesses that came to town. So that was really great for us.
Yeah, my wife's aunt had a antique shop up here for a while.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh!
yeah.
Well, you've got
Aunt Donna.
You've got the Cicero store. All you got to do is follow the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, from Noblesville, the nickel plate's coming up.
They are, and as far as I know, they were completely full. People love to take that train ride, and they'll come up here for a couple hours, shop, get back on, going back down. So they were doing 2 trips today and then 1 trip tomorrow. So
It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is all the crafts, all the foods. I'm looking at all the different things that are just out the window here. We're at the town hall. And God bless you. You did get the water bills out.
Yes,
I know the citizens love you for that.
you have to mail the water bills. Yeah,
government will not stop.
Exactly.
So you're the clerk treasurer. What other?
I am.
Do you have a mayor, or is it a town council?
No, it's just a town council.
Town council.
And then I have a deputy clerk. The population's about 760, but on the weekend of the festival, they estimate between 80 to 100,000 people.
Oh, I
That's
believe
amazing.
it.
It's amazing. It really is. Last year was our 50th anniversary, and
So-
you couldn't get down the streets.
So
It was
does
great.
it run continuous? I mean, since '74, or was
Yes.
there? So there's always been, or has it been
Always
up and
been.
down?
Nope, always, except for COVID. We held out
We're not going
to
there.
try and Nope. So we're good. So,
All right.
yeah.
So how did you? Have you always been in Atlanta?
I have not. I grew up in Anderson, but my husband is a lifelong resident of Anderson of Atlanta.
And he talked you into coming over here?
He did, but actually, my first festival was 1976, and that's when we began to go steady.
Did you wear?
So-
Were you wearing bell bottoms and flower shirts?
Actually, I think we probably were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how has the festival changed from those early years to what it has become?
Okay, so each year we try to come up with something different to, just to make something new. So for our 40th anniversary, we started our sponsorship program. So we got businesses involved, and which sponsored our entertainment area. Entertainment is all free, so we have bands continuously through the weekend, and then we have a free kids zone. That the sponsors help, pay for that. So, I mean, it's just every year we do try to do something different. And then, of course, you have the residents. They get involved. And so it's estimated there's around 600 vendors in our little
I
town
can
that
believe
weekend.
that.
Yeah.
I like it that I grew up in Speedway, Indiana.
Okay.
And everybody in Speedway lets somebody park in their front yard. And it's fun to see the neighbors parking
Yeah.
cars in their front yard.
$5.
$5.
$5.
I think they can get
That's it.
6.
Yeah, Pat's our retailer of
I
record.
think they can get 6. I really do.
Well, I bet.
Or $5.99.
Oh.
And then we'll still
I
think it's
see what you
5.
went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the business community really steps up for you, and
Yes.
the title sponsor for the free stage of Duke Energy, keeping it lighted up.
Yes,
what a
yes,
weekend for
that's
them!
great.
You're not
Yes.
running out of power this weekend. That's
we
for
are
sure.
not.
No.
That's great, though.
So where is the main? It's just all over. Or is there a main? Where's the stage?
Pat,
The
look
stage
down.
is out here.
Excuse me, just a second.
Okay.
Pat, look right down there. Here comes the train.
Yep.
The nickel plate's
Here.
coming
There's
up.
the train.
You got the cow catcher on, and they're pushing all those farmers off the railroad tracks. Look at that. He pushed that truck right off.
That's right where Tom Berry was laying on the tracks.
Yeah, we tied him down, but yeah.
When I was coming in, I was a little lost, and Tom came out. And when I came out, I see this guy laying on the tracks. He goes, "Help me!" And it's like,
yeah.
Okay, I know where I'm going. But now when you see that train go by, it wasn't a very smart idea.
Yeah.
All right. So the entertainment. So is the stage out this way?
Yes, it is. The stage is in our park area.
Okay.
And so we have a hospitality tent there. People can sit down, eat, rest, whatever. Main Street is reserved for all handmade items. So then we have our Broadway area. You find anything and everything there. Antiques, collectibles.
Broadway's
crafts.
the street. Broadway's
yes,
the
Broadway
street.
Yes. So those are the two main areas that the town actually rents.
Okay. And then the residents and everybody else
they just get involved.
Because when I came in, it's just like it was everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
so I found my...
Yeah, I think we've kind of become Hamilton County's largest and longest running festival.
I think so.
So we're kind of proud to say
So
that.
how does the town make money off of this? Do you rent the booth space?
Do.
Okay, good.
Yes, we do. Of course, it takes a lot to put a festival on.
Trust me.
And the cost.
Know.
Yeah. So, but it does. Our budget is so little that the revenues that we get from our festival helps us to do like tree trimming and anything for like the Easter egg hunt and Christmas tree lighting. So that's that. Yeah. So it does help us out.
700 residents. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Anybody give you a hard time about the festival, or is everybody pretty much on board? There's a little.
There's always somebody.
There's always a Gladys Kravitz.
Somebody's parking in somebody's lawn.
Did you happen to see the sign as you were coming in on State Road 19? It says, "Welcome to Atlanta, Indiana." Like 700 residents and a few sore heads.
I didn't see it. Pat and I came up 31 and cut across.
I parked in a cow pasture or something for the kids, to support the kids for they're raising money for a trip or something.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
If people come up, what as an insider, where would you tell them to go first? What would you tell them to do?
Well, I would say, this really kicks off for the women. It kicks off their Christmas shopping. So I would definitely hit Main Street. Main Street, we have our food vendors as well. So, and you can find anything and everything food-wise here.
That was my next question. Is there a food vendor or type of food that stands out that everyone, like, it's a must-have? Like at the fair they do crazy stuff.
Right.
But it's
I don't know.
It's just all good.
Yeah, all good. We've had food vendors here for years. Yes.
Yeah, and we have the cinnamon rolls right across the street,
Yes.
and the locals say you got to get the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
So.
And also we have a new restaurant in town. It's called Barbecueology.
Yeah.
Yes, and
I heard they're slammed.
Yes, and they are one of our sponsors this year.
Good.
So great. They just actually opened up. So, but everything that
are they in a new building or just a remodeled building?
They are actually in a new or in a remodeled building.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's great.
Because our man Tom from WIBC said it's really cool.
Yes, they've made it really, really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my cousin Jennifer Farley. She has been the town clerk. She left Anderson under suspicious circumstances, but the town of Atlanta took her in. Now she's clerk treasurer.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So is there any skinny that we need to know? Can you spill the tea, as the kids say, about what's going on in Atlanta, the gossip,
Well, there is, I think, like an Atlanta chatter page. I don't get on it.
Ooh.
Look at your daughter. She's giving you the stink eye. Climb up, Grandma.
Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. So when people come up, like say we came up 31 and came across 296th Street or whatever it was, and is that you can park wherever, or should people keep coming in?
There's parking lots off of 296th Street, and then as you come in off of State Road 19, there are some lots there. So, yeah.
So it really is. If the rain will hold off.
Yeah, yes.
Temperature-wise, it's great.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure you guys had some real burners
we have
up here when it's, get a September day that's close to 90 degrees.
Right, yeah.
So
there's right outside the door here is somebody selling wind chimes, and he doesn't have to ring them. They're all banging.
He doesn't
away.
need the fan.
He doesn't need the fan. It's a little breezy.
But I think it's going to be, and I think by the end of this, I think we'll be sad that we weren't outside.
For those of you who do not have power this morning, it's 10:15 on a Saturday morning. The Home and Garden Show is up in Atlanta, Indiana, at the 51st Atlanta New Earth Festival. Just a fun place. 80,000 people,
80,000 people.
That's amazing.
Yes.
How far do they come from? Mostly. Is it mostly coming north, or is it? I mean, everywhere.
Everywhere. We have vendors.
How do I not know about this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, you said that you wanted to pay Pat a compliment.
Yes, I did. Okay, so Pat.
Yes, Jennifer.
My husband and I were in need of some patio furniture. So probably about 4 years ago, we were looking everywhere, and Fred said, let's go down to Sullivan's. And I said, okay, let's
Fred's
do it.
Fred's a smart man.
Yes,
he picked a good woman.
He is.
And he knows where he's going, right.
And anyway, we did buy a patio set from you, and it has been great.
Oh,
so
good.
I just want to say that was
great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they give us like loaner cushions until the ones that we wanted. Yeah, so it was really awesome. So I do
it's holding up.
that. Yes, very much. And
did you check this morning to see if the cushions are still there?
They're still there. Hey, I've got 5 grandchildren, and then for the festival, we open our home up and feed family, friends come in. So
how many spent the night last night?
Well, only a few, but through like last year, we fed probably close to 200 people. The police, the fire, they just come in.
Oh my gosh!
My daughter-in-law there, my 2 daughter-in-laws that really helped me out. So they do a lot of cooking for the weekend.
So grandson Edison over here, is he the middle child?
Is he the youngest?
The oldest?
He's one of the youngest. I have a granddaughter that him and my granddaughter are 28 hours apart.
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
So that's great.
That?
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
We love the grandkids.
Miss Farley, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks
I'll
for
see you at the
inviting
family
me. I appreciate
reunion,
it.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
Come down and eat before you leave town.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I'm on the corner.
And if you could host the 11 o'clock hour, that'd be great.
Thank you.
There you go.
The hour of power.
Jennifer Farley from the town of Atlanta. She is the secretary-treasurer. And for those of you who live in Atlanta, your water bill is put in the mail today. Don't forget to pay your water bill.
And you know what? If you would text me, just text me your last name and I'll pull it out.
Yeah.
I see him sitting over there.
Yeah. No, she's already mailed him. She's mailed him. She didn't want to trust you with that.
239-9393 is our number. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
Zach Brown Band. He's got a new song out called
Why are you talking over his
An
music?
Umbrella and 2 Blue Chairs for You.
I was just trying to enjoy the music.
Alan Jackson sings on this one with him. Did you know that?
Can't stop talking.
He's one of my buddies.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Pat. This is my friend Denny. Allison is here. Terry is missing.
I think she jumped on the train. I think she's jumped on the train here at the Atlanta.
So you can take the train, but I think it's already sold out.
New Earth Festival. Well, I think Terry just got on it.
Really?
I think maybe she's driving it.
Yeah.
Someone's messing with
Does
the
it
horn.
go from Noblesville or Cicero? Does anybody know? They said, but I'm
Noblesville.
It's coming from
Noblesville to Atlanta and then back. So they make a couple trips today and then one tomorrow, I believe, is the deal. So we are here because of possibly bad weather. We're actually inside the town hall.
And of course, it's sunny and
so
beautiful.
And you find out what people that work for these towns, what they're doing. I've been manning the phones, and people complain about everything. So,
well,
I got to go down, and we're going to go remove there's a tree that's laying on just a corner of a road. So
that's not the only problem. There's a raccoon.
Take care of that later. Joining us on the program, we have JMV joining us.
Oh, boy.
Hey, John.
Do you need me to pick up some limbs?
Yeah, I mean, if you could just answer the phone here in Town Hall, we're right here in the building where all the calls come and everybody's complaining about something, John. Nobody ever just calls us and says, hey, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I could drive up there with the fine folks of Atlanta. What's the population of Atlanta, Indiana?
769.
769.
I love it. My hometown of Owensburg, Indiana, is population 250, so I'm right there.
Oh, yeah, very nice. So, now, John, I want to ask you, have you ever heard, this is a 51-year-old festival. It's called the New Earth Festival. Have you heard of it?
I have not heard of the New Earth Festival, but it sounds awesome.
It's the oldest festival in Indiana.
I know. I haven't heard of it in Hamilton County. I haven't heard of it. This thing draws 80,000 people.
That's outstanding.
How have we missed it?
I don't know. Nobody told me.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
People by Noblesville, right, or Westfield?
Yeah,
Where's Atlanta?
just
by Westfield.
North of it's Noblesville, Cicero, Arcadia, Atlanta. I think it goes like that.
Great spot up there in Atlanta, Indiana. But I had no idea. What did you say?
Yeah.
The New Age, the New Earth. What was it? Festival?
New Earth. So it's a very family friendly. I think it started in the 70s. Might have been a little more suspect of what this festival is actually about, if you know what I mean. But now it is fun, from fireworks to bands all day to food. So 80,000 people. No parade, but you can park for $5.
Cool.
$5, John.
You don't sound as excited as we are.
John,
Cool.
This is where I'm parking for the Colts game.
here's the lineup.
Well, go ahead, Denny. Go ahead.
I was just going to tell you, we got Branded Bluegrass from 10:30 to 12. We've got the Leaf Cloggers. We got Blue River Band from 1 to 3. Got Sure Thing. John, I know you always wanted a Sure Thing. 4 to 6 tonight, and then the big headliner, Jesse Brown Band from 7 to 9 tonight. That's a big deal. John.
I love Diddy. Did you know that I love bluegrass music?
Me too. Channel 61.
Did you like the Dillards?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah.
Yes. You want to sing Dooley with me really quick?
Dooley, dollar Dooley. Yeah, I can sing that with you.
Yeah.
If I had my mandolin, I'd play with you.
Oh, I love Dooley and the Dillards. They were so great when they did.
And they always had
on the Andy Griffith show.
And remember, the bass player always was deadpan. Never smiled, never did anything, but he was just deadpan. But he was a good singer.
Dooley, didn't they sing a song called "Don't Hit Your Grandma with a Great Big Stick"?
I don't, John. I don't
This
remember
seems like
that.
good life advice.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey,
we really delved into something I have nothing. I know nothing about.
Well, here's the Andy Griffith Show. Really quick footnote here. The Andy Griffith Show, they were the family called the Darlings. Denver Pyle, Uncle Jesse from Dukes of Hazzard, was the father, the patriarch, if you will, and they were called the Darlings, and they were into music all the time. And they were very superstitious mountain folk on the Andy Griffith Show. And for good luck and to cure a sore foot, did you know what needed to be done? Do you remember?
No.
Put a Buckeye in your pocket.
Put a Buckeye in your pocket. I know they only had one daughter. The Darlings only had one daughter, and she was sweet on Andy Griffith. She was sweet on him.
Charlene Darling. She married Doug Wash. Yes.
Wow.
Didn't even know that, but
Ernest T. tried to marry her at one point.
Ernest T. Well, John, how are you predicting with the Steelers? Undefeated Steelers coming to town. What's the prediction?
I think this is going to be really hard tomorrow, and here's why. Because we have seen, and I understand Anthony Richardson, learning and going through it and experience and all of that. This is just a really bad matchup against the number one defense in the NFL so far for Richardson, the way that he has played the last two games. So I'm just going on how he's played in the last two games. And we thought the Bears defense was good, and they are. And, they turned him over, and the Colts survived that. But this Pittsburgh defense is number one overall, number one in scoring, number one in red zone defense, and they'll turn you over. They'll get after you. They'll force you into bad decisions, and they'll turn you over. And that's the reason why, until I see him get into a consistency or a groove, which I'd love to see, this is just a really bad matchup at a bad time for him because he's just not playing the strong football that you would certainly hope that I think is going to be necessary against the Steeler team coming up tomorrow. I think it's going to be very hard. I think it's going to be close. I think, again, if he's playing like he has played in the last two games, that's going to be problematic against that Steeler defense.
So, John, we were trying to figure out, we have 4 tickets that we got when the Colts came to town, so we're trying to figure out who wants to use the tickets. And my daughter, Carrie, said, no, Steeler fans are too annoying.
They're very
and I will tell you why. It's those damn towels. It's fine if they would wave their towels after the play. They wave their towels right in your face.
I think
you're
it's a
trying to
tactic.
watch a game.
Yeah.
And it's like they are very, I will say, they travel well. I know that. But, man, those towels, again, wave your towel after the play is over. But they are annoying. And she goes, yeah.
I describe the terrible towel as urine-soaked. That's what it looks like.
Oh, man.
The terrible towel. All those yellow things waving in your building, not good. So, yeah, I'd agree. That's why I'd like to see the Colts be able to shut that down. And, they did. They got the Steelers last year in December, if you remember. I'd like to see them be able to shut that down. The Steelers aren't that good offensively whatsoever, but, man, their defense is good. T.J. Watt's really good. Braden Smith missed practice yesterday. Expect him to go on the right side. Probably get a lot of help tight end-wise from Mo Alley Cox. And then defensively, no Kenny Moore, no Kwity Paye coming up tomorrow. There's going to be a lot to ask Anthony Richardson and this offense to do, especially the way that we have seen him play and perform in the last two games. But hopefully it's a new day tomorrow and something changes. But, yeah, everybody got through the storm okay. No Yacht Rock review last night. It got canceled or postponed until next August. How about that?
I know. Don't you love how everybody, the new thing is when they cancel something, it's like, yeah, we just rescheduled that for the same time next year.
Yeah, I know. How come we can't just come back like 3 days from now and do it? Everybody
I know they're scheduled, but do you remember when they used to refund your money? And I know you can get a refund, but I always just like how they thought, oh yeah, we're planning on keeping that money, and we'll be back next year.
Yep. And remind everybody, I'm sure you have a lot of football games today. A lot of high school football games on today. Certainly they got pushed back, postponed until tonight, or I should say this afternoon. Some are already underway, some this afternoon. You got IU Maryland down in Bloomington, big one. You got Purdue, Nebraska, West Lafayette, Notre Dame, Louisville, South Bend. There's a lot of football today, especially with the postponements and the rescheduling of the high school. So it'd be fun.
Right. The funny thing is, John, because your son went to Roncalli, the weather really didn't stop some of the private schools, the Catholic schools. They were out there beating it around last night. It was crazy.
Yeah, they're the only ones locally that played. I will say this. I was up in Nora at Taylor's Pub yesterday, and when I was done at 7, it looked like an absolute monsoon.
Yeah.
I mean, it did. I got home. I have limbs down in my yard, but other than that, everything's okay. Power stayed on, evidently, where I live out here. But it was hectic there for a while with that wind.
Yeah, that's right about the time when it got really, really bad, at least on the north side. So glad everybody's okay. I know a lot of people at like 7:30 this morning. I haven't checked lately. There was 43,000 homes in Marion County without power. So we'll check in on that and see how they're doing.
That is a bummer. So everybody's having a great time in Atlanta. What are we eating today?
You know what? So far, we're starting with cinnamon rolls, and we're working our way up.
Denny's going to have like 2 or 3 plates today. He's going to have to go to Exercise Inc. like 19 times this week.
Yep.
He is. He's gone again to look for something new.
There you go.
He is. He's gone right now. So,
John, tonight, B105?
B105.7, all requests Saturday night. Keep in mind, too, we got like a month or so, a little over a month left, because they'll go to Christmas music sometime right before Thanksgiving. So a month before the Christmas music hiatus. This is a hell of a time of year, too, because I don't know about tonight, but normally you get fire pits, outdoors, outdoor listening and stuff. So it's going to be fun, and it's always good on a football weekend. So, yeah, B105.7, all requests Saturday night begins at 6. B105.7. It is live local radio. Long live live local radio. We love it, don't we, everybody? Love
Absolutely. We'll talk to you, John. All right, there he goes. I guess he said, but I didn't hear him say goodbye.
He's done.
Yeah. All right. Tonight, B105.7, the JMV takeover, and then of course you can hear John Monday through Friday on the Fan, and that is 93.5 and 107.5. One of those two. And John is on from 3 until he gets tired, usually about 5:45.
5:45, yeah.
Something like that.
He's done.
All right, joining us on the program is from the Michaelis Corporation, a very busy guy. We have Nathan joining us. Hi, Nathan.
Morning, Pat. How are you?
I'm doing well. I have a guest that already has a question for you.
Let's go.
This is Zach with Michaelis as well, and I just wanted to be part of this Pat Sullivan show to interview here live at the Atlanta New Earth Festival, and just wanted to say hello to Nathan Traylor.
So what can you
hello,
what
Zach.
do you
Is Allison there by chance?
Yeah, I am.
Allison, could you do me a favor? Could you just mute that Zach Terry guy for like 2 minutes? That way we can press on here. That'd be great.
I mean, he's wearing Denny's headset, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah, because we're used to doing that.
Great.
This is going to be part of your yearly review.
So where do you two fall in the company? Are you in the same division, Nathan and Zach?
Yeah, so we originally, kind of. Zach kind of, he just bumps his guns now and just meets and greets and talks to clients to get them to call us. Zach's gotten out of the heavy lifting. You know, we were originally supposed to talk about foundations, but obviously the weather had a different option here for us.
Yep.
And since this morning, you know, the calls are starting to come in. People are waking up and seeing all the limbs and the branches and the damage to their homes. So right now is the time. We're supposed to get some more possible weather today with, you know, rain and whatnot. And there's a lot of limbs down, a lot of damage to property. Like you said, a lot of people don't have power right now. So make sure you check those sub pumps. Make sure that you don't have any water in your basements. If any of the listeners do need emergency services for extraction, for dry out, emergency tarps, that's just to the roof and also to the walls, windows, anything like that, we can help with all of those things. We can let you know if this is an insurance claim or if it's unfortunately not gonna be enough. We'd be more than glad to help. We're locally owned. We've been here for 38 years. Right here, 56 and Keystone, and just helping clients is what we do through disaster recovery. So we are ramping up right now. As like I said, people are realizing what occurred last night as we got those high winds and all that rain.
Zach, I feel like Nathan has brought his A game.
Yeah, he
today.
nailed it.
He just he just rattled that off. That was like a spot in itself right there.
He reads
Zach's a little
Chat GPT.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is
Zach's a little jelly right now because you know, we did this. We do these Terminology Tuesdays, and Zach and I have a little friendly competition within the office of, you know, educating clients, but I crushed it the other day. I had the staff throw water on me and talking about the upcoming storms, and it's getting quite the traction on the socials. So if you haven't seen it, for all fun, please go on to our
make sure you
Facebook,
follow our
website.
social media pages for sure.
All right, very good.
You get to see me get thrown water. It's great.
Well, the one thing that you did is explain what I do, but you never really said what you do for the only issue here.
That's called a tactic.
Yeah,
I closed the business for you, bud, so no worries.
Oh, that's right. That's
All right. I think we'll take this one off air as they continue
I'll
on.
call you later.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. 844-FIX-INDY, water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Are we up, Chair?
Yeah, we're up.
Oh.
Go to 45.
45?
Yep, that's what he said.
Well, give us
He
like
said
a
45.
minute.
46.
We'll go 46. If he said 45, he means 46:30.
Okay.
We have Zach back with us from the Michaelis Corporation. Hi, Zach.
Good morning.
So are you – now your mom lives in Atlanta.
Grandmother,
I'm sorry. Do you have a connection to Atlanta? Do you spend time here with Grandma?
I was born and raised here. I still consider it home. All my mail still goes to Grandma's address.
Really?
Well, all the junk
what
mail.
kind of mail do you get?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. So I consider it home still because she's lived here all my life, and this is just my neck of the woods.
So where do you guys, as a kid, where did you go to school?
I went to Hamilton Heights, and then we moved down to Noblesville, so I went to Hamilton Southeastern after that. So I went to Hamilton Heights till about, I think, 6th grade, if I remember correctly, and then the rest.
Were you born here?
Yes. Yep. Right
so
down the street.
So what was it like growing up in Atlanta?
And about the train, too. Is it a normal thing?
Yes.
The train comes right through the middle of the town.
Yes.
And it's a normal thing, not just for today because of the festival.
It goes from Atlanta all the way down to Noblesville. So if you go to Forest Park, you can actually get on the train there and actually ride it up to the Earth Festival. So a funny thing is that I used to live behind Forest Park there in Noblesville.
Yeah.
So I would watch the train go north to Atlanta, and I'm like, this is awesome because it brings me back to the childhood part of it. They actually got rid of the train for a couple years. They quit riding it, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit. You know, as a child, I'd always get on it and ride it down to Noblesville and back. And
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like that.
It's a huge attraction. You know, I love it here. I love it. I love that the train's here now and it's back. And it kind of brings people up here to come eat at the restaurants downtown here. And
what's good to eat here?
Mr. Muffin's what is it called? They're going to be upset with me.
Is it a breakfasty kind of place,
yes.
or a pastry or donuts?
It's at breakfast, lunch, brunch,
everything.
And then into dinner, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about your grandma's music hall. That's pretty famous up here in Atlanta.
It is. So grandfather played the tenor banjo, 4-string tenor banjo, and then also the mandolin. I heard you drop the mandolin earlier. I could go get you a mandolin right now, actually.
Don't.
Please don't.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, though.
I will leave it up to Denny.
That's great.
Come on.
Denny wants to. No.
If he wants to come jam later, you know where to find us.
Yeah, he does.
So I think it was 80. Actually, I think it was 86 or 87. I think it's right there at that Michaelis timeline when he bought the Atlanta Music Hall, renovated it, opened it up. They did like a Dixieland bluegrass music.
I love this.
And then they actually have 2 CDs out as well, which I could bring you at any time. Cool. They also when my grandfather passed, they kind of moved to more of a jazz. They didn't include the banjo into it. I'm not well versed into the instrument. I love the instrument, but I'm not good enough to go play with the band. But now they play heavily jazz music, which is great. They have a great jazz guitarist. They have great the brother and the saxophone player are actually brothers.
What's the name of the music hall?
Just the Atlanta Music Hall Band.
Atlanta Music Hall
Yes,
Band.
sir. Yep.
There you go. Well, thanks, buddy.
If you Google it, you're going to get something with Georgia. Whenever I tell people I'm from Atlanta, they always look at me. They're like, "You're not from Georgia," and I'm like, "I'm from the other side of the tracks."
Pat bought his plane ticket to go down to Atlanta because he thought that's where we were broadcasting. So,
well, that's so fun that we have a homegrown Atlanta young man.
It's perfect. I love the smaller town feel of it as well because you get a little more historical building here to looking at it, and then we're trying to build up with the town, and we now have a Dollar General.
That's great.
That's a staple.
Great.
That's a staple.
Staple.
Yeah, that's a definite.
You got the new barbecue place, Barbecueology.
Yeah,
BBQ.
I haven't been there yet, but it looks great.
Brand new.
Oh, okay. Well,
brand
that's why.
New.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, we got to run. Zach, thank you very much. Coming right back. 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons, and I say Terry Stacy because she has returned from a very long moving her car.
Was I gone? Let's see.
Yeah, you went to move your car at 9:30.
Yeah,
9:30. It is now almost 11.
And you came back on the nickel plate on the train.
No, didn't get on the train.
Where have you been, young lady? Tell us about what's going on. I've not been outside the building.
Festival. Oh my gosh, I love this festival. So as I was walking back, I stopped dead in my tracks. Honestly, I don't know why. Looked up, and there was the Asher Walton house, the haunted Asher Walton house, which has gotten attention all over the country. People come from all over the country to come to stay in this haunted house.
Really?
Is it a bed and breakfast or something?
It can be. Or you can rent it for a party, or you can rent it for overnight, or whatever you'd like to do. It's 1,000 years old, and it looks haunted. And so the couple that manage it are sitting on the porch. It's all very creepy. And I said hello, and I did an interview with them for the first day.
Of course you did.
I did. And then they said, "You want to come inside?" And I said, "Please, let's go inside." And we went inside, and it's very creepy. The inside, it's a beautiful home. I mean, the original woodwork, original floors, everything in the just architecturally is solid and beautiful. And lots of dolls. So then
dolls.
lots of dolls. Lots of dolls are around. And then you start reading some of the stories people have written down as they stay. They write down the stories that have experienced. And of course, I had to take pictures of all of those so I could read them later. But then he took me down a back stairwell.
Oh, of course he did.
To get out.
Let me show you my etching.
I was walking down this. There's a picture of a man that's on this wall.
Okay.
Did he have his clothes on?
Is a light, a yellow light.
Okay.
To kind of help you get down the stairwell, because they're all, in olden days, very narrow and long. And
so is this from the second floor to the main floor?
This is from the second floor to the main floor. And so I started being sassy.
Oh, I bet you were.
I said, am I supposed to, because sometimes you kiss your hand and then you touch the person's forehead as you walk down the stairs.
What's the matter with you?
And I said that, and then as I did, the lights flickered on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off.
Where was his wife? She was on the switch.
We were all together. And I said, wow, what do you think that means? And he said, oh, you know what happens? And I said, I'll stop being sassy. And the light stayed on, and then I continued down the stairs.
Wow.
And then I left. I ran. I got out.
That's how you ended back up here.
Because sometimes they can jump on you, and then you can take them with you in the car, and then you take them home, and then you've got a haunted house yourself.
So what do they do for the Halloween season? I mean, is it open as
people are renting it to stay overnight to experience some of the hauntings and everything.
So it acts like an Airbnb kind of?
It can be an Airbnb. It can be anything. The picture of the house, it's just right over here. I mean, you can see it from. Well, no, you can't see it from here, but it's right close. They're doing. Let me see. They've got candlelight tours.
Oh, that's cool.
Haunted tours, guided tours. You can spend the night. Just the coolest place. They had a clown on a toilet. I don't know where that came from. That was weird.
That is scary in itself.
Here's a picture. Here's the picture of the man. I took a picture of him with the yellow light.
Yeah.
See? I'm not making
Terry,
it up.
You'll send it to me and I'll put it on our Facebook page.
That was spooky. The whole place is just architecturally, it is beautiful. I mean, it truly is a beautiful place. But some of the stories that the people that had visited said, throughout the night, we heard conversations all around the house. We heard people, men speaking. About 2 a.m. we were awakened. We were touched. We were
touched. I don't like that.
Great. We got extreme thermal pictures. Got very warm. Got very hot. Shadows and orbs. Felt like we were always being watched.
Did you take pictures with your flash on? Because that's when you can see the orbs around the house.
I did not take any pictures with the flash on because I couldn't remember how to do it to get the orb.
And you guys make fun of me about conspiracy
I just took
theories.
pictures.
This is creepy.
Are you kidding? This is real.
So anyways, Tara, there's a festival going on.
Yeah.
So what about that?
Well, it's great.
What'd you find there?
You have every kind of food you could ever want. It's like being at a state fair. I mean, you've got your
How's
all
the
your
crowd
stuff.
right now? I have not been out there.
This is why it took so long to park the car. Because of massive amounts of people. And when I was driving, I mean, people were, I didn't like me on the street. You were just supposed to be off the street for a minute. And so then they were like, I didn't see your turn signal kind of thing.
Oh.
And the sheriff, amazing here. They helped me move some barricades to get through.
Were you parking in where we were supposed to park?
Because I was actually parked here illegally
at
the town hall where we are
right
inside.
in front of the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's why she had to move.
I've never been to this festival, and I love it. The people here are really terrific.
Yeah.
And the food and everything else you can
we've
buy.
tried cinnamon roll. That was like Zach from Michaelis. He suggested that. We tried that. Massive for $8. Pretty good. And now Denny is chopping up a pumpkin roll. But it's frozen.
It's frozen. By golly.
You don't have to cut it up now, Denny.
Well, there's also a
microwave.
There's also a microwave.
We're here till 1. We got plenty of time.
Where's the microwave?
It's right behind you.
In the kitchen.
And this is also wrapped in foil, so you need to take that off before
it's
you
by the town council throne.
But you shouldn't put it in the microwave.
Denny is getting a little...
I want to go to the spooky house. It's better than broadcasting.
No. All right. So
Anywho.
You haven't really gotten to dial into the food. So is it mostly food or is it crafts?
It's all of it. It's a mixture of all of it. That's what festivals really are. They're a mixture of food and
spooky houses.
But Main Street was all handmade stuff, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, when I was walking down Main Street, where kind of the train tracks are in the middle, there's tons of vendors. So they have like people who are making candles and soaps, and then they have like, clothes.
Macrame, quilts, blankets.
Yeah, all the fun
kind of stuff.
All right, so I
know you were looking for marijuana. That's not here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep looking.
It's called ganja.
Well, I thought.
Oh, is it?
I guess I thought it said the New Earth Festival. I just assumed that it was. I guess
that you would find some.
Yeah.
Turns out I was wrong about what this is. This is way better. Family friendly. All right, hour number 3 is coming up. We'll get more out of Terry Stacy, maybe. 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools.
Power tools.
Power tools.
Power tools. Hi, everybody.
Hey, it's Home and Garden Show.
11:05.
11:05, the third dreaded hour.
Yeah, this is just in this particular hour. Allison and I are going to do it by ourselves.
I think we're going to do a whole hour of Craft Corner where we're just going to walk down the street and talk to all the art craft people.
We're in beautiful Atlanta, Indiana for the Atlanta New Earth Festival. We were with Pat outside looking at delicious food options, and we lost him.
He may have fallen down and maybe can't get back up. But either way, it's all right.
You guys are so nice. He's in the bathroom.
Here's what he said to me. He said, hey, should I make Allison stand in line for the Monte Cristo that I wanted? And I said, well, I don't even see her. You had already escaped too. We're all going in separate directions because there's so many options.
I found a lady who's selling crystals. So I wanted to see if I could get some crystals to heal us all because we need it.
Yeah.
Now, Allison bought us an Audrey's pumpkin cake, and you said, or pumpkin roll, and you said that there were 13 different.
She had 13 different flavors of these pumpkin rolls right outside. 13. I didn't even know that was possible. But she had like a red velvet, a mint chocolate chip. I was very overwhelmed, so I just got the traditional pumpkin.
Well, Cam's an expert on pumpkin rolls, and he's going to take whatever we don't eat. But I finally got it in the defroster.
Oh, let's go.
Perfect.
Let's try that.
That's nice and thick.
Pat's back.
Hey,
I lost you for a minute, pal.
Well,
you're the guy with the billfold.
Yeah, it's true. You're the one with the company credit card.
I had to just
I'm
come
also
back
the guy with a radio show, too. And unlike you, I don't wander away. I try to get back at least close to being on time.
I know.
And I could see hanging out with you, I would probably miss the third hour.
And what I found out about Terry is when we go places and then we start walking around, she feels the need to talk to every single person
I know, these
on our way back over
right
here.
outside. That's when I left.
Yeah.
Because I'm real shy. It's like I'm real shy around people.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's this couple sitting at this little table, and she goes,
enjoying
that sandwich. Where did you get that? Oh, my gosh. And she's got her hands, like, literally on, like, their napkins
She
and
started to
stuff.
sample it.
Thank you. I did.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. And, of course,
but you know what? They let her.
Luckily, the guy was into it and started explaining the sandwich to her, and that's why I thought, I got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. And then, meanwhile, Landon back in the studio is like, is anyone there?
Is anyone
Hello?
there?
Power tools for the third time in a row. So, anyway, great crowd.
Great crowd.
And a beautiful day right now. I hope the weather
The
holds
rain has
for
really held off up in the northern
It's a really
part.
nice day.
Let's look at
Just
the
a little
radar.
humid, but it's been great.
Have you ever seen a locomotive up that close? Is that cool or what?
Denny, you would be a guy. I'm surprised you don't take more train rides.
I don't know. I've been to Cincinnati once.
Okay.
I would think you'd be one to take the train to Denver.
Yeah. Right.
Andy and I did a scout trip, and we went down to Cimarron, New Mexico.
I'm currently doing
here's this Pat.
Thank you.
Went down to Cimarron, New Mexico, and we went through Chicago, which was really cool. Chicago's got this huge station. And notice how I put my fingers on the tines, Pat.
Yeah, thank you.
But train rides are really neat. When you get off of them, it's like you get on solid ground you're swaying back and forth, and it takes a while for you to get back to it. But that's how our parents traveled a lot, was by train.
So maybe we'll start doing that when I retire.
Yeah, you do like that.
Are you ever going to retire? Really?
I don't know. Can you tell what you're going to feel like tomorrow? Right now I'm having fun, so.
Except for that knee thing.
Yeah, the knee, but the fun, like, so I'm getting text messages from Pumpkin Town, with the weather. There's, part of a roof that came off over the raccoons. There's
wet straw.
GFIs that are causing trouble, that they're having trouble resetting. Just a normal thing. What we bought a donut machine. So we're making our own donuts.
It's actually very cool.
At which one?
At Pumpkin Town.
At Pumpkin Town?
Yeah.
Will it stay? Or is this just for a limited time only?
No, we bought the machine, so we'll move it around. We'll have it at different events. But so we're making our own donuts. It's really fun, and it's really fun to watch.
Wow. Are they deep fried or are they baked?
No, they're deep fried.
I'd love to do it. I'd love to do that.
It's all automatic, so it squirts the batter in,
drops it in,
and then it kind of floats in one piece of flips it over, and then it kind of goes down, and then it goes up the ramp.
Do you buy the batter or do you make the batter?
We make the batter. It's an old family recipe.
No.
I know you're lying.
20 years I've bought into your family recipes, and not one of them has ever been true.
Well, this one is.
Who made this? Where does this generate? It comes back to who?
This comes back to my Aunt Marie. Aunt Marie from Florida, yeah.
Aunt Marie from Florida. She was known for her delicious deep fried donuts.
Donut batter for her donut batter.
She was a train robber.
She actually used to sell it.
And
yeah,
Pat, I can never tell when you're lying.
She did.
He's a seller.
She worked the fairs and different things.
Did
and
she?
sold her
in her
batter.
little booth.
Yeah, it was called Aunt Marie's batter, donut batter. Yeah.
At the fairs and stuff.
Yeah,
and
just like not any big things, but I mean, she did a lot of things down in Florida and through the southern states, pretty much all the way over.
Well, I can't wait to
New
try
Orleans and
Aunt Marie's donut
batter. Yeah, she just did the batter. She didn't know how to make a donut, but she could make a batter.
She could make the batter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
a lot of people would get sick
She
from
put
that.
it up in quart size.
I know you're lying.
She put it up in quart size.
Yeah, quart size.
And then you could buy the batter?
Yeah, you just Aunt Marie's batter. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to try it.
Yeah. Well,
I can.
She's long gone.
I can wait a long time.
God bless her. Rest her soul.
God rest her soul. She took, darn it, she took the recipe with her, too.
So
Laura.
how are we making them now?
What?
The whole point was you said we were making them now.
You said you were making them now. You see, you lying sack of beans.
All right, so
you were lying
so
to
you
us.
caught me
I
in a
don't
little.
understand you.
I don't either. Nobody does.
I really don't.
Laura joins us
You
on the
need
program.
therapy.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. Can you hear me?
What's up? Yeah, we can hear you fine. What's up?
I have an infestation of little gnats all over all the screens of my house. I don't know how to get rid of them. You walk outside, and then they land on you. They're on my patio furniture, on my deck. I don't know how to get rid of them.
The gnats have been so annoying in the last month or so. So I would, I think I would almost have you. And you haven't used anything yet.
In my kitchen window, I sprayed off on the screen so I could have my window open.
Well, I would probably spray, and you can spray with like some essential oils. There's a line called Maggie's that's kind of an organic thing that you could spray around. I probably would spray a product called Mosquito Beater that you hook up to the hose, and I would spray all along the base and around the, I wouldn't spray it on the furniture, but all in the grass area and any of the bush or any of the vegetation, and see if that would help. But I am telling you, they are everywhere, and they are annoying.
It's because it was so dry for so long. That's what they're telling me.
Okay,
you talked to the gnats?
No, my buddies.
Oh, you said that's what.
He's a gnat talker from way back.
Yeah.
When you said Maggie,
I'm a horse whisperer, by the way.
I thought you were going to tell me that was your Aunt Maggie that made the stuff.
No, that was Aunt Marie.
Oh.
So.
What
anyways.
was the first word? Beater. What was the other? The first.
Yeah, the mosquito beater is one that would be more of a chemical, and the other one is called Maggie's Farm, I believe, and they have the same thing where you hook it to a bottle, an organic mosquito and nuisance pest spray.
Okay. At this point, I'm not going to go organic. I want them gone.
There you go. There you go, girl.
There's a great American
there you
pioneer
go.
She's
right
hit the
there.
point. I get it.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate the call.
I wish more people got frustrated like that and quit messing around with all the.
Well,
each their own. Sometimes they have different reasons.
People have different things. Like, you know what? We don't judge. We just try to help people.
Allison.
We say things like, well, if you really want to kill him, you get this one. Or if you want to feel good about yourself, use this one.
Wow.
Wow, that didn't go exactly as I had planned.
I know. You can start over. Start over. Try it again.
Well, let me just shift subjects to, I was thinking, so on Thursday night, we had a friends and family night at Pumpkin Town. So that is where we invite the neighbors in and our staff, and it's quite a busy night. And so our
is it kind of rehearsal?
It is rehearsal.
Right.
It is rehearsal.
Just like Disney.
Yeah. And so the Witch's Brew was up and running, and so it's all complimentary to the folks that come. So they were so in the weeds. Segment.
See what you did there.
That I actually had to step behind the bar and help serve.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, it's a story. It's a story about me, and
all stories are about you.
Our staff was overwhelmed, so I had to go help them. So I haven't done that kind of work before, so I asked the first person, and I said, what can I get for you? She goes, well, I'd like to get some of the pretzels I see people eating. I said, oh, we don't have pretzels. You probably saw them eating a donut. So I gave her a donut. And then the next thing I saw was pretzels. Turned out we did have pretzels. So
I was going to say.
My restaurant people were kind of making fun of me.
No kidding.
And then later, it's like someone asked for pretzels, and for whatever reason, I heard nachos. So I put together this beautiful plate of nachos and took it to the customer. She goes, I wanted pretzel sticks.
Oh, man. So
know.
You didn't get a tip.
No. And you know what? So then,
I think he got fired from his own place.
So you tip out at the end of the night. That's how the restaurant people do. You tip out.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they made me pay $10.
Well, that's only fair.
Yeah.
Because they lost so much when you were added to the staff.
Yeah. And then Heather piped up. And remember when you gave someone red wine when they wanted white? It's like...
there was multiple
stressful.
problems.
How many times were you vaccinated?
It was I'm telling you, it was very stressful.
So, yeah, but appreciation, again,
like
you needed that. You needed
deep.
another like punch in the gut like that of appreciation for what those people do.
I think
do
you need to
appreciate
get
it, but it really was. There
if you
so
get
many
your
people
eyeglasses cleaned, you might hear better. Really.
I'm going to the eye doctor this week.
Are you really?
Yep.
Get the good lenses that don't scratch.
I do. That's what I have. So I'm going to buy like 4 pair.
That's honestly probably a good idea.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
It would be really super fun if you got red contact lenses.
Oh, that would be good.
Wow. That would really pop. Yeah.
Did we tell everyone where we were yet?
Yeah.
Did we?
We're in
We did.
Atlanta, Indiana. You can get here by Highway 19 going north of Cicero and Noblesville, or you can
could take
come
the
up
train.
31 to, is it 200 South Pat? I can't remember, 296th Street.
296th Street.
And go 5 miles to the east. You'll run right into the town, and a lot of people.
Sun is shining too.
It is
It's beautiful right now.
I don't
Great
see.
crowd.
I don't see any rain on the radar headed this way.
How about in Indy? Is it clear in Indy as well?
It is. It's all to the south now. It looks like.
That's great. I know they were expecting a little bit, but even if they got most of the day in, that would be great. 239-9393. We're going to take your calls. We're coming right back with more from Atlanta, 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons. Got Cam and Stu here as our engineers. And we have Tom Barry from the sales department, who anytime a salesperson shows up at a remote that they sold, then it's always a concern on his part that we're going to screw something up.
Yeah, he's definitely here watching you.
He's here babysitting us.
And that's fair.
Yep.
We're new here at Atlanta,
Yeah.
Indiana.
Well, if he knows everything, how come I had to give him directions on what he was doing here this morning? I'm walking down the railroad tracks to get up here, and all of a sudden I hear somebody yelling, Denny, Denny. I look around, and here's Tom on the other side of the railroad tracks. He's lost.
Well,
So you're saying Tom grew up on the wrong side of the tracks?
Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed
He
to
was
say
on the
that
right
anymore.
side of the track.
Yep.
He was at the corner of Walk and Don't Walk and was asking for directions.
We are here at the 2024 Atlanta New Earth Festival, celebrating 51 years. Started in 1974, I believe, and it has grown and grown and grown. Atlanta has a population of 769 people, and over the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, they will have upwards of 80 to 100,000 people here.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
They are accepting canned and dry goods for the Good Samaritan Network all during the festival, and they've even got QR codes. If you're up here and you want to make a monetary donation, use those for the Good Samaritan Society. That's a network here that's covered by the town of Atlanta, and they'd appreciate your contributions.
So I didn't really, we kind of stepped, I did get to go outside. We're actually inside the town hall.
We're the only ones here. Do you realize they left us in charge?
I know.
Yeah, they put us in the town hall because we thought it was going to rain, so we were worried about the equipment because we were supposed to be on Main Street outside, but
Right.
we weren't sure. And of course, we come
Now
inside and it's beautiful and sunny.
Pretty beautiful out
I wonder
there.
if the pickleball thing, did they cancel pickleball?
They did postpone the pickleball tournament. And I believe they're going to look for a date in October.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, I was back here in the town hall to the restroom. Did anybody give Otis anything to eat?
Who's Otis?
He's in the lockup back there.
It is the jail, too, but...
Is it? Are we next to the jail?
I think he's still sleeping.
There's just a holding cell.
You know that Otis became an ice cream man?
No.
Yeah, Otis,
from Andy Griffith. Remember Otis?
After he dried out, he became the ice cream man for Mayberry.
Did he? Oh, I don't remember that one.
No, I don't either. Otis was always the drunk.
Yeah.
He was. But
it was shortly after he rode the cow through the
But we're
town.
kind of in charge here. He what?
It was shortly after he rode the cow through town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
But we're here. We are running the town, quite honestly, right now.
And we are sitting at the conference table, so I feel like we can make some decisions.
I would like to bring this meeting to order.
Hello.
All right.
I'd like to talk about this water report from the annual drinking water quality report.
The thing is, that's not even a joke. Denny literally found the water quality report.
I know.
And he's
And you know
looking
what?
at it.
And it couldn't happen to a worse person because he's actually reading it.
He approved
of course
it, though.
I'm reading. I'm a plumber.
He approved it.
It's all about pollution prevention and wellhead prevention.
Regular Jeff joins us on the program. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, good morning. Good morning to all, and to all, good morning. I wish I could have made Atlanta, but I had the honeydew. I got to clean all the neighbors' branches and leaves out of my yard. I don't have any.
Oh, yeah.
So, Pat, I had a doctor's appointment this week, a lifelong doctor, friend of the family, everything, and he told me I needed to stop drinking. So I got with my wife and the immediate family, and, that's a hard decision, but I went ahead and decided that we're going to change doctors, so I'll see you at the next Sullivan's event.
Wow.
I actually didn't see that one coming, Jeff. You told that setup was very good. Very good.
It worked like that.
Yeah.
I'll
All
see
right.
you. Have a good weekend.
See you, man.
Hey, Jeff, hang on just a second.
Yeah,
Jeff,
yeah.
did I ever tell you that I have a gynecologist for a doctor?
No, you did
Really,
not.
probably.
No,
I'm
this
sure
is a
you
true
haven't
story.
told him. I'm sure you
I had
Did you need to tell us?
I
I
was gonna
needed
say.
to get my aviation medical, and they kept telling me about this guy on the south side. So I go into this place to get my aviation physical, and it's a gynecology clinic. And I walk in there, and, of course, I'm wearing a pink shirt, and all these ladies just stop cold and look at me. So I go up to the window, and I said, Dennis Smith, I have a physical today with the doctor. She goes, yes, Smith, you go over there and sit with the ladies. And then they came in, and they embarrassed me. And, it's just not right to have a medical examiner who's a gynecologist.
And unfortunately, because of the HIPAA laws, I haven't really been able to find out anything from the doctor because I have a lot of questions about you. So
I see. Where
I
you went with
personally
that.
don't want to know, but
well, it's my goal.
I can see a lot more of that happening in these times and days. I bet you go in there now and there's 8 men in there.
Yeah, I've never felt so uncomfortable in my whole life.
See you, Jeff.
See you, buddy.
thanks, Jeff.
That's funny.
That was good, yeah. Probably 8 dudes in there now. All right, 239-9393. I tell you what, we'll take a short break. We'll come back, talk to Fulton.
Okay.
Because Fulton's from this part of town,
His girlfriend is.
Oh, his girlfriend is?
Yeah. That's what he told us online.
He's down in Cicero, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 239-9393. We are here in Atlanta, Indiana. We'll be here till 1 o'clock, but this festival goes on until 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, and there's fireworks tonight, too, at 7.
Is that right? 9?
7 to 9.
I was just guessing.
No, it was perfect.
And then tomorrow is 9 to 6.
Yes.
There you go.
Very good.
2 for 2. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
No, I'm going outside. I'm going to go.
No.
I think I am.
Pat, Terry's trying to leave again.
I want to go back
So you
out.
can't
Can I go
leave.
out just for 10 minutes?
Only if you get sandwiches for us.
I will. I'll go get the
Do you
sandwiches.
think that they take credit card?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because they were like $13 a piece.
We'll charge it. We'll charge it to Allisonville.
Okay. Oh, really? Can we?
Yeah.
Look at Pat. He's got a gold card.
What does everybody want?
I want that. I want the Monte Cristo.
You're going to get one too?
Yeah.
Should I go
I'm
with
so
her?
happy with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, come with me.
Okay.
Okay, we want
We're
2
going to
Monte
report back
Cristos.
from sandwiches.
I don't even know what a Monte Cristo is, but it sounds good.
From Kentucky, and they're delicious.
I'll
You want
try
that?
it. I'll
From
try it.
Kentucky, a Monte Cristo.
It was no, that's a brown. I'm thinking of a brown
Derby.
Never mind.
Boy, this is going well.
Wow.
Okay.
This whole time it was wrong.
2 Monte Cristos, and Denny, what do you want? You want
Monte Cristo.
Okay, we'll get them.
We are at the
we go.
the town of Atlanta in Indiana, northernmost city in Hamilton County. We are sitting in the town hall, believe it or not, because we were afraid it was going to rain, and it's not been a drop of rain. So get in the family truck, caboose, whatever. Head this way.
Let those people in. They need to pay their water bill.
Pat, don't let them in. We're not supposed to let people in here.
Well, we need to keep the city up and functioning during this time.
Anyway, come up to the Atlanta. It's the New Earth Festival. Got fireworks display tonight. The Jesse Brown Band is playing tonight, and it's all free.
It is free. It is loaded with different food. Like I know on Main Street, all the booths have to be selling handmade crafts and merchandise.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing from Kmart.
Nothing. No. And then the next street over is Anything Goes. And so those are the 2 streets that the actual town kind of controls. But then there's crafts and stuff that everywhere else around town at people's homes. You can park. There's, it's $5 to park. So it really is fun, and it looks like a great day. Band tonight, fireworks tonight, goes till 9 o'clock, and then 9 to 6 tomorrow.
Bands again tomorrow. The bands tomorrow are Washed White, Greg Rhodes, Hill and Oaks, which I think is instead of Hall and Oates, it's Hill and Oaks. And
They're way better.
And 45 RPM. There's a full day of fun here. And they say the town has 769 people, but it swells to 80,000.
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
Donna joins us on the program. Hi, Donna.
Hello. I have a question, a big question. It's on a lake, and the middle going down to the lake is a hill. And we want to take the grass out. And what kind of ground cover would you put in? Ivy or?
Well, let me just tell you. I want a little warning, not warning, but a ground cover. So your idea is to have ground cover so you don't have to mow the hill going down to the lake.
Right.
So my only concern always with ground cover is it becomes weedy itself.
Oh, it does.
And or it can. So if you're going to do it, you almost have to put once a year put preen in it or something to prevent the weeds from germinating. Because a lot of times with people, their thought process is, I want a maintenance-free thing. I'm going to put this ivy in, and then I don't have to touch it. And what happens is grasses and weeds start popping up in the ivy, and you can't use regular weed killers because it'll damage the ground cover. So then you're forced to go in there and either spray just the weed itself without getting it on the ivy, or you have to pull it. So that's the only thing. But to answer your question, I would probably put ivy because you can't. I mean, that stuff is so hardy.
How far down is it from the house to the lake?
It's quite a ways from the house. It's kind of in the middle. And then there's a wall that stops it. But it's so hard.
Are you going to still be walking up and down that hill?
No. You won't walk on it at all.
I'm with Pat. I think ivy, vinca minor, anything that will. Now, vinca minor is what invasive species now.
Oh no, it's not. It's just on the.
Well, it holds pretty well. So, myrtle, ivy.
Myrtle is slower to fill in. That's the only thing. It'll take more plugs and a few more years to get it to be completely full. Ivy, I think, will take over pretty quickly. But like I say, I would just know that you may end up, if you don't put preen in it, it may get weedy on you.
Okay. And the other thing is there's lots of acorns come fall.
Oh boy.
To add misery here.
Yes, you sure will. So, but it sounds beautiful. Maybe, what lake is it on?
It's up in Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, maybe I can get up there for a weekend and kind of give you some advice. Maybe July 4th. I could come up and spend the weekend and really get an idea of how the sun.
Are you inviting yourself up to
sun hits it, and then if I could see what it looks like from the lake, kind of study what.
That would be great.
From the water, if I could just sit out and float.
Yeah, it's
and,
a beautiful.
Maybe take a sketch pad.
He wants to go fishing and water skiing, too, so be careful where you go from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Donna, good luck.
I'm going to pass this on to her and see what we can do. So how many plugs would you need for the ivy lot?
Well, I mean, you would put them about 8 to 12 inches apart. Okay, they come in flats of, ivy starts coming flats of 50. Oh, sorry, I just put her on hold. Thanks, Donna.
Wow.
239-9393. We're coming right back. We are here in Atlanta for the New Earth Festival. And you might think, well, what is that name? New Earth. And it's kind of funny. In 1974, they kind of started this because there were some new businesses in town kind of rejuvenating their downtown area. And one of the stores had Earth in the name. They sold pots or houseplants or something like that. And so the name kind of got derived from that because it seems like it's more mystical.
But it's the largest festival here in Hamilton County, and it's legendary. I mean, the railroad comes up here, Pat, from the Nickel Plate all the way from Noblesville. Now, they're all sold out.
All the way from Noblesville?
All the way from Noblesville.
Yeah,
that's straight up
like,
19,
what, 5 miles?
Yeah.
I didn't know. See, I thought the Nickel Plate, they're turning, because I know north of here it's a bike path. Or
it might be, but you got to admit,
and
that's
isn't
a real
it the
railroad.
Nickel path that's
Nickel Plate
that's going down by the State Fair?
Might be.
Yes.
I don't know, buddy. All I know, that's a train with 6 cars attached to it.
All I'm saying is that train ain't going very far because there ain't much track left.
Not much track.
They need to get a train like mine with wheels. We're coming right back. 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith. Terry and Allison are out at the New Earth Festival where we are broadcasting from, and they are hunting down some sandwiches.
I tell you what, this is a place to be for food and crafts. This town has swelled to 50 to 60,000 people here, and there's room. There's still room, plenty of parking. It's a little bit of a walking environment up and down the railroad tracks. The Nickel Plate track is here. The railroad is here.
Not very far to walk, though.
No, it's not. It's a small town. It's like Mayberry, Indiana, is what it is.
Yep, very cool. It goes till 9 o'clock tonight. Bands all day long. In with fireworks tonight. And then they do it again tomorrow from 9 till 6.
And with a smile on their face. This is the highlight of the year for
and
so
again,
many
I have to be honest, never heard.
That is so funny.
Matter of fact, when they said that we're going to, you guys are going to the New Age Festival, it's like, what in the world is this? And we mentioned it last week on the air, and we had like 2 or 3 callers that said, oh my gosh, it's big. It's big. It's fun.
Really
it's big.
Now, in the 70s, it was the hippy-dippy thing. I mean, tie-dye, bell-bottoms.
Rolling big fatties.
Rolling big fatties. And, in fact, I think that's why my buddies from IU wanted to come up. But it's not like that anymore.
So it's all family-friendly. And Tom Barry just got up and started running toward. We're actually in the town council, the town hall.
The town hall. They were very gracious. We thought it was going to rain, and sure enough, it didn't rain.
I know.
The sun's shining. It's beautiful.
We made the wrong call, but we didn't know. We thought it was going to rain, so we could have been outside with the people. But instead, we're in here taking phone calls from the citizens and trying to do the best we can to serve the people here in Atlanta. All right.
And not only that, they've turned the town hall over to us. I mean, we're unlocking and locking the doors to get in and out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Otis is back in the cell.
If you've got any issues with the town council, just give us a call.
Yeah,
we'll see what we can do.
We'll take care of it. There it is. He just approved some zoning, or they're putting in a new subdivision. Let's see. Fulton joins us. Hey, Fulton.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Oh, nothing much.
Are you going to come up to Atlanta?
We might. Hopefully, we don't want to miss you guys. So,
well,
my girlfriend lives in Atlanta, Indiana. So.
Oh, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been in the haunted house up here?
No, I'm not doing Halloween this year.
Oh, good for you.
You're not doing Halloween this year.
Well, there's
this
supposedly
is a real hotel.
A haunted house that you can stay in overnight, and you can I guess it's kind of creepy from what I hear.
Yeah, it is kind of creepy.
I don't think I would want to do that.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, it's just,
Yeah. All right, so what else have you been doing?
Well, about to audition for Circle of Lights this year.
Oh, are you now?
So I'm gonna try to work on a Christmas song and see how that works. And still doing it, so it's gonna.
Yeah, that would be good. We're actually our company. We are going to supply the trees and the all the holiday decoration for the stage.
Okay.
So maybe we'll see you if you make it.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. It'll be a good idea for me to come to see you guys.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, Fulton,
And
I
we
hope.
have, and then we also have this Monday night at 6. We have the Westfield Library ukulele celebration. So everyone, so if you guys want to come, you're invited.
All right. Fulton, we're up against our clock, so we're going to get out of here on the top of the hour. He said ukulele, and we've had the ukuladies.
They're something.
I think we will have the ukuladies back maybe for, I don't know, maybe Turkey Fest, something like that.
I had heard that they were coming for the Salvation Army Radiothon.
Oh, are they?
I
hope
be one
of them.
Allison had said that she was going to book them for that.
Okay.
They were really good. They had quite a repertoire.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea because it's a little more formal. There is a stage and all the setup, so that will be perfect. The ukuladies, which they're pretty funny. They're very funny. How many do you think there were? There had to be.
I bet there were 20
15?
or so.
Yeah.
15, 20.
Yeah. All right, we have another hour here in Atlanta. We're going to visit with Zach again from the Michaelis Corporation, who actually grew up here in the Atlanta area, and he's going to tell us a little more about the hauntings over at the house.
Get out of here.
No, he knows it. I'm telling you. All right, and in the meantime, we're going to enjoy some sandwiches from the festival. Hour 4 coming up, 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall and think of all you can do.
That sandwich must weigh 10 pounds.
And that's just the fat. Man, that was good. We had a Monte Carlo up here.
It's a Monte Cristo.
Monte Cristo. And Stu and Cameron had a Cubano. Did I say that one right, Terry?
Oh, yeah. He got the Cubanos.
Well,
yeah.
Man.
But I'm glad this is your first time you've ever had the Monte Cristo, right? Yeah?
The Monte Carlo with the
mini
jelly.
Monte Cristo.
With the
and you enjoyed it? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it very much.
I think
but
it's
I
good.
just got
a jelly
sure I
dip.
could eat a whole.
Well, these are big ones.
So this is like
Well,
grilled ham and
so
cheese.
Solid.
Yeah. It's ham and cheese, and they
deep
are
fried.
deep fried in like a French toast battered bread.
Yes.
And then you dip it in
But it's
jelly.
not as good as Aunt Marie's. My aunt, she
That's right. I forgot about your Aunt
did the
Marie.
best donut batters.
Zach Terry has come back to join us, and
Zach's a native of Atlanta, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
He has all the skinny on what goes on here. So you experienced the New Earth Festival all your life.
I used to park cars here, actually.
Oh, is that right?
And my grandma's got a couple acre field over here, just west of us. And
did she make good money doing that?
I made great money.
You did. She let you keep it? That's a grandma for you
exactly.
right there.
She's like, yeah, just have fun, do whatever you're doing. I'll bring you food later on. And by the way, I'm going to start calling this isn't the Monte Cristo anymore. We're going to call it the Monte Carlo.
The Monte Carlo.
It is now the Monte Carlo low
You can tell I've never had one before.
It's delicious, right? Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
It's so good.
What was the name of the shop you bought it from? Or
Oh,
not
you know
shop,
what,
but
Allison? I don't know.
They had a
don't
really
remember.
cool. It looked like a pirate ship or something.
It's really nice. I don't even know what street this is. What is this street would this be?
This is Main Street.
This is Main Street,
Yes.
so that's where you'll find them. But there's so many good options, truly. But this town, we were talking, did you already tell the story about the haunted house? Or
No,
the haunted...
that's what he's here.
Okay.
We're gonna talk.
Okay.
Yeah, so
what's the name of the haunted house?
So, well, there's one across the street.
What do you mean one? There's more than one?
Well, the one that's famous where they get the ghost hunters is across the street here at the hotel.
Okay.
But my story happens next door here at the music hall. So I lived in Florida.
Is this the music hall right here?
It's going to be, yes, it's that building, but it's they're split up. So it's the one in the middle. So yes. So when I moved back from Florida, I was looking for a place to live, and I was like, well, I could stay here. I stayed here for like 2 weeks. I lived upstairs at the music hall. And one night I woke up because I worked night at Lowe's at the time, and I woke up and I could hear like muffling above me. Somebody was arguing, and nobody stays above me. There's nobody. It's vacant. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm just hearing things. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, whatever. And the one that kind of freaked me out is my dog was shivering next to me. And
really?
They have those, extra senses.
They sure do.
And so I was like, brought him a little closer to me. And then I put my headphones on and just turned music on. But it was somebody arguing. And my grandmother then told me a story after I moved out because I didn't want to talk about it when I lived there. And when I moved out, I brought it up to her, and she's like, well, that's funny because 2 brothers were fighting over a woman, and one of them killed the other one. And I was like, oh, my gosh. I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, why didn't you, I feel like that should be in the disclosure of me staying there. It's, hey, by the way.
That wasn't her house. That was the hall.
Yes, the music hall. Right. Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So I guess they owned the building at one point, and it's wild. My grandmother lives in her house is like late 1800s, I believe, is how old it is. I don't even want to get into her crawl space or basement.
Oh, no.
I'm
professional.
Well, and I'm scared of it. Yeah. I don't know if that's childhood trauma or what, but I swear as a kid, I used to be able to hear like cats meow and dogs like growling and barking in her house when I'd be sleeping over because her house
was creepy.
Well, it's great though. This is what people like. They're attracted to this, and but her house was a veterinary hospital, is what they used to call them. And so
I love it.
Yes, I was.
So she's got the spooky animals that are coming to see her.
Oh my God! And you're like, oh, she's just the crazy cat lady, and it's like, no, they're just ghosts.
Love it. Love that story.
It's fantastic. But a lot of people are attracted to the hotel down here, I believe is.
I got to go inside today and meet the managers, and that is the Ashton Walton house, right? Asher Walton.
That sounds familiar. Once again, I wish I brought her in here because she could answer or nod her head. She doesn't want to get on the radio.
Are you sure it wasn't the Ashton Carlo house? I think that's
no.
That's the Monte Carlo.
The Monte Carlo, Ashton Carlos.
The place you got the sandwiches from is called the Chop Shop. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
just kidding.
Oh no, not really.
No.
I can't believe any of you people in this room.
I know.
I really can't.
I know. You can believe me. The New Earth Festival got underway in 1974. And so this is the 51st year. We'll go till 9 o'clock tonight, 9 to 6 tomorrow. Bands all day long, and then the fireworks tonight. So tell us a little bit about the history of Atlanta. Come on now, what do you know? So Atlanta thrived because, like so many towns in the Midwest, it was on the rails.
Yes.
On the railroad.
I believe there was a, if I remember correctly, there was like a natural, like some kind of oil or something out here, and they dried up. They mined
the gas
it out.
Fields,
yes,
fields.
That's what it was. And they drained that natural resource, and there wasn't anything left. So this all built up, but then there was nothing here, so it just stayed as a small town. We don't have like a lake like Cicero or Tipton was bigger because, obviously it's grain silos up there, right, and whatnot. So back in the day, our attraction was for those oil fields, the gas fields.
Okay, so utilities. Because, so many of these small towns that were along the railroad, and they were bustling little towns, and then they had to kind of reinvent themselves as, the rails, obviously rails are still used, but not this one.
I wonder if there were any bank robberies. on the train around here.
Now, this is the perfect setting for a John Dillinger bank robbery.
Absolutely.
This is how they would do the small towns.
Come lay low at the music hall. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe a little speakeasy or something too.
Yeah.
You know, I could see it. But the train was a huge thing. But then whenever the train stopped, I feel like the town started to hurt a little bit, you know, with business.
Sure.
There was a couple businesses in and out of the strip here, which the cafe I was telling you about actually isn't there anymore. When I walked by, I was like, well, when did this happen? And it said like this month. So it's now a hobby shop. If you've never been to Mr. Muffin's store,
that's the train shop, right?
Yes. Yeah. Did you go in there?
No, it's not open.
Oh, man.
So I looked through the windows.
It is fantastic. It is you'll be in there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Is that where the free kittens are given away?
No, the free kittens are over at the, what is it?
Right next door to us, where we are in the town hall.
Yeah.
Beautiful kittens.
There's free kittens?
There's free kittens.
So is it a full-time free kitten store? No, I mean, as far as a business model, I'm not sure that makes a lot of financial
very special.
sense.
They're Manx kittens.
What does that mean?
Manx kittens.
What does that mean?
It must
They have little hair. Little tails.
Little nubby tails.
Oh, so they're like
natural.
gerbils. Okay.
They're not like gerbils, but
Okay.
but
close.
Yeah, they're like voles.
They're cool.
VOLES.
And
voles kittens.
yes, there is one in your car waiting for you to go up. If you're taking one,
My
Allison's
daughter-in-law
taking
wants me
two.
to get a barn cat to take home for the barn.
This is perfect.
That is
Oh
perfect
no, we
now.
don't want it to be a barn cat.
No, there's nothing wrong with barn cats.
Nothing wrong with it,
Hey,
but these are Manx.
Hey, this isn't the normal barn.
Oh, you're right.
Is
It's
this
Denny's barn.
your place?
Where are we going with this?
Oh, I'm intrigued now, though. I'm intrigued.
I've stayed in worse hotels than Denny's barn.
Yeah.
It's a problem is that I sweep the floor. You're not used to seeing floors swept. Is that
I'm not used to. In my growing up, I never saw floors in the bottom of a barn.
No,
It was-
me either. Yeah.
There were very few.
Allison's been in my barn, I think. Didn't you come over to get the? Yeah, I think you and your daddy came over to the barn. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it has luxury vinyl in it, and so that's looking
My
good.
dream is I got the new gyroplane coming, and it's got what is known as a rough field package. So now I can land at the farm, park the gyro in the barn, and then later fly it back to the airport. Is that cool?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool, but is it legal?
Well, we'll
That
deal
doesn't
with that
matter.
later.
Yeah, that
you know,
doesn't-
I think it's legal. The only thing I worry about is I've got two neighbors with $1 million horses. I mean, they're riding their
Denny.
dressage and
Don't-
stuff. And
don't
I
spook those
and I don't
horses.
want to
Don't spook the horses.
Now the cattle on the other side, I don't care if those cows, fall over dead, but they're stupid cows.
No.
Did I send you the text last week?
Everything has a purpose.
Did you hear the text
A lot
last
of people
week I
don't
got?
realize there's farms in Carmel.
Okay, do you have neighborhood alerts?
Yeah.
Do you do the neighborhood thing and they send you text messages?
Yes.
Denny, Black Angus bull's loose, heading your way to the farm. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do with a Black Angus bull? Well, the Black Angus bull got free, and he's coming to my farm. What am I going to do?
Take
Shoot
the
him?
slaughterhouse.
Take him to the slaughterhouse. So I was out there with a banjo and a bucket. I was going to deal with that. So.
Oh, wow.
Danny lives out on a farm in Carmel.
I don't. It's in Westfield, and it used to be in the country. Now I've got
Do you wear
subdivisions
Spurs by
everywhere.
chance? Do you have
I
Spurs?
don't.
You need some.
Only
You
a
do.
bit.
I think that's a great Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From Zach from Michelle.
Write that down, Allison. Spurs for Denny.
Yeah.
That
Last
sounds like
year,
a
I got
song.
you a really good present, and you humiliated me on air. So I don't know what I'm getting.
What?
I got you that planetarium that lighted up the bedroom, and the next week you came in and said, it doesn't work, and I don't know why you didn't test it. Well, I didn't open up the box
Well,
to test
I mean,
it.
it's just I'm just thinking if I give a gift, I generally will put it through its paces to make sure that it's
No, you don't.
proper.
You get it.
Like if I'm giving underwear, I generally will wear it for a week.
You know how
to
much
make
we get
sure
paid.
there's
You know how
not-
much we get paid for this show. I gave up a week's pay on this show to buy that stupid planetarium for you.
$15.
You never gave it back. I would have fixed it if you gave it back, but you just sat there and bitched on the radio. You were like an old
gosh.
woman.
Listen,
so-
did you know that train?
Yes.
Is it how
The
fast?
nickel plate.
Right. Does it? How long? It doesn't take long, right? I mean, I keep seeing this train go back and forth. There's only one, so it must not take very long to go to. Where are they going? Noblesville.
Noblesville. Yep. I haven't been on it for a while, but I'm assuming that it's probably still like that 20-minute ride.
That's it?
Is what I'm thinking. Because it doesn't get up to. Yeah, get on there.
We should go on the train.
They told me
it was full.
Yeah, I thought Jennifer said it was pretty much sold out for the weekend.
Oh, I bet so. You're right.
You can come and do it, though, anytime. They run constantly.
Run on the weekends or something?
Yeah, I would recommend doing it for Christmas because they'll put the lights all over.
Do they have a – that's I was going to wonder if they had a Christmas train.
Yeah, it's
or do
beautiful.
like the little
hot chocolate? Hot.
You know, the train? Polar Express. Yeah.
I think so. I think they actually do the Santa Claus down at the train station in Noblesville as well. So if you got kids, you can, do your photos with Santa.
I just love it. I just love that there's this train that comes right through the center of town and picks people up, takes them there. I love it.
Native of Atlanta, Indiana, has joined us on here and given us a little bit of the skinny.
Yeah, about haunted houses. Yeah.
So is there anything, we have to go here in a second, but anything in Atlanta that rivals the Hatfields and the McCoys?
Old feuds?
Couple families. And,
I don't
or should we go into Atlanta Whispers?
I think that involves my family potentially, so I can't really go into that. Grandma's a feisty one. She was calm over there in the corner, but she, give her 20 years ago, and she's a little. You don't want to tend that way.
She didn't want to go on air with us.
No, she. If you do look up on YouTube, she did a whole 30-minute PBS special about the town, about the music hall, and everything like that as well. I think it was PBS like Bloomington or something. Like they were doing a special about older towns and stuff like that.
I've learned not to cross farm ladies.
No, not at all. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, you don't mess with farm ladies.
She put a little bit of lessons into me when I was about 18 years old, and I was like, I respect you now 1,000% more than I ever have. So here's my other question: am I expecting like a used waffle maker from you at all, or any kind of gift of that nature? Because I could see you pulling out a waffle maker.
He gives gifts from the store. He
stuff
goes
that we can't sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuff that we can't sell. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes from the warehouse.
So, I can.
Broken legs.
Monte Carlos.
I actually might have some Star Wars waffle makers in stock. So.
Or a giant wooden coconut.
What is that?
Oh, God.
We got to go.
It's been glued back.
Not bringing that up again this week.
Wooden coconut.
239-9393. Jump on board. We want to take your calls. 239-9393. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons. We have two outstanding field engineers here in Atlanta, Indiana.
Yes,
God
we do.
bless them. They need to
Cam
be here
and Stu.
early.
Stu's asleep. He just had French toast and all kinds of food.
He is drifting off.
It's okay. They had to be here super early to set up, so we very much appreciate it.
Were you here before like 8?
Yeah.
7:30?
Yeah.
8? 7. Wow.
In theory, they shut the streets down at 8 o'clock in the morning, both on Sunday and on Saturday.
For the festival.
For the festival.
Not just every day.
Not for
every week.
Field engineers from
But
WIBC to
don't
come
be
in.
afraid to come. The town is small, and really you can walk north to south in 2 or 3 minutes.
Nice crowd, though.
And the rain has held off wonderfully.
It is clouding up a little bit.
A little bit of cloud, but honestly, I think if you have an umbrella, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to mention a big hello to our friend Kevin. Kevin's Candles out of Greenfield.
Is
Kevin
he here?
Townsend. He's here.
Oh, is he really?
Yep. And we're going to go see him, Allison. You found out where he is?
I did. He is down a street.
Okay. He's down a street.
I didn't realize, we were talking off air, we didn't realize how far everything goes.
Yeah. There's lots.
There's so much to look at.
Yeah, you may not be able to see the whole festival. All right, we have Sandra joining us on the program. Hi, Sandra. Sandra.
Uh-oh.
Sally.
Sandy.
Maybe she goes by Sunny D.
Is she
Sunny
potted
D.
up? Have you got her potted up?
Cat Lady.
Jim.
Oh.
Hey,
maybe he's. Is she
hey
potted
guys,
up?
do we have that potted up, that line, back in the studio on Monument Circle?
I think they're ignoring us.
Landon's training, so it could be that.
We might be down. Who knows?
Okay, we just lost her.
Sorry, what's going on, guys?
There we go.
Is the telephone pot up?
Sorry about that. Yeah, training someone now. Here we go.
Hey, Sandra.
So it's potted. No, she hung up.
Did she really?
Sandra, call back. So we'll talk to Greg right now.
Okay.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Pat. How you guys doing?
We're doing pretty well. How about you?
Good. Well, all right. I got a joke, but I'm not sure if it's inappropriate. It may be too soon because it's kind of like a hurricane flood type joke.
Hold on just a second. Landon, get your finger on the dump button. We got a live one here.
Well, it's just
there's nothing.
No,
nothing
not
in it.
naughty.
Okay, so let's just say there's a flood somewhere else, not related to the hurricane.
Like
Flooding.
in Russia.
Yeah, there we
Let's
go.
do a flood in Russia.
Yeah.
So the neighborhood was flooding, the waters were rising higher and higher. Finally, it got to be, up to the top of the doors. It was 6 feet tall. And people were getting on the roofs because boats were coming to rescue people. And a fellow was up on his roof and with his wife and looked across the street, and he saw like a baseball cap in front of his neighbor's house, kind of floating down, and he got toward the end of his house, and it turned around and floated back upstream the other way.
Wow.
Got to the end of the house again and turned back around. This happened 4 or 5 times. They're like, that is strange. And his wife's like, what in the world? He's like, I know what that is. That's Jim. He said, come hell or high water, he's in that grass this weekend.
Oh, no.
Did you see what he did there?
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Those communists, they just love their lawn mowing.
Gosh. Oh, look.
Oh, and he hung up on us.
He told his joke. He was out.
He was done.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hello,
Sandra.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry. That was our. We had a little mistake in the studio because they thought they heard you drop a bad word. So they.
No, not me.
Yeah. So yeah.
Not me.
So anyways, but we're here now.
We have to do that for Terry Stacy all the time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So you're a cat lady.
Yeah, does anybody really have Minx kittens for sale?
They're
Yes,
the
they do.
Manx. Yeah, right, they're Manx, the MANX kittens, and they are free.
How do you spell that?
It's MANX. Unless the signage really says many kittens free. And I questioned
what is
it.
a Minx kitten?
It's MANX, and it looks like they just have little nubbins for tails. That's the big description I can find. But yeah, they're right here at the Atlanta Earth Fest, right next door to the town hall, which is where we're at. They have them all in the window, and they're all just sleeping right
I think
now.
they have like 16 to 19 cats, right?
Yeah, the guy said his cat was a little friendly with some other cats, and he didn't know it. And there's some surprise kittens, so he's just trying to get him some good homes.
A little friendly?
Yeah, gigolo.
It's more than friendly.
Well,
Hey, what color are they? Black?
they're brown,
kind of tigery.
Yeah, they have a little
Kind of
bit
a
of stripes.
tigery stripe, brown and black, and
Beautiful
kind of an
big
orange.
green eyes.
Big green eyes. Some are gray, and some of the cat's fur is gray and black, and they really are. I wish we had a website or something you could see them, but they're worth the drive.
They don't
if you're in
have
Hamilton.
tails. They don't really have tails.
Kind of a docked tail.
Yeah.
Oh, because you know what has really turned me off on getting a kitty cat?
Is it a docked tail?
No, the picture on Facebook where the woman had her potato salad on the counter and the cat's tail was in it.
Oh.
I don't know anything.
We should have hit the dump button on that.
Wait a minute. Where in the world was there a story about potato salad with the cat's tail in it?
Sometimes I always think this show should only be 3 hours.
Yeah. How did she sneak in here? I knew she was going to say something bad.
Yeah, a picture on Facebook. That wasn't a bad word, but
No.
No.
It's just
It was-
alarming.
It was the
There's
visual.
a
Now,
cat
was she
tail.
sitting in the potato salad or just her tail?
just the tail. So I'd like one without a tail.
Okay.
Oh,
this is
I
your
thought you
lucky
meant there
day.
was actually like potato salad with a cat's cut off tail in the potato salad.
No, her cat was on the counter and I couldn't handle that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, look at the time.
Yeah, gotta go.
Look at the time,
This was supposed to be a short
We're
segment.
way over our break.
Hang up on that lady.
We are coming right back. We're here in Atlanta for the New Earth Festival that goes till 9 o'clock tonight. Bands all day long. We have
Free
fireworks
kittens.
tonight. We have free tailless kittens. And then tomorrow, 9 to 6. We're coming right back, 93 WIBC. We are here in Atlanta, Indiana. Hopefully you'll get a chance to come up this weekend for the New Earth Festival. Not really sure what that means.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's the one thing we haven't asked.
I'm sorry?
That's the one thing we never asked anybody. Like, why is it called New Earth Festival?
She did have the explanation.
Oh, she did.
That they started the festival when in 1974 when they kind of were revitalizing downtown, and there was 10 new businesses, and it might have been one of the businesses, but
called the
there was Earth something. They were soil, earth.
No, they did pottery. I think didn't she say
okay, so
they were
that's
pottery?
part of pottery is like soil.
Yeah.
Earthenware.
So anyways.
Okay, that went well.
So anyways, so that business's name got to be part of the title.
Wow, they got lucky.
Yeah.
51 years later, they're still using it.
Yeah, and that business only lasted 6 months. Boom, gone. So anyways.
They should have sold patio furniture.
But it's a lot of fun.
Mistakes in retail. You make them at the very beginning. You never know.
You never know where you're. That's the fun thing about business. When you go into business, you never really know where you're going to end up.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Sounds scary to me.
Did McDonald's, like, when they started?
Ray Kroc?
Yeah, McCroc's. Did they ever see the McRib coming? No. It was a surprise.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Here we are.
Wow.
So anyways, we were talking about...
Wait a minute. Is this a Chris Farley routine? I feel like I'm getting sucked in here.
No.
This is the last half hour of the show every Saturday.
Yeah.
That's when Pat gets tired.
So anyways, Terry, we were talking about Billy Joel and Sting coming, and I was saying that it looks like maybe the Colts season ticket holders maybe get to buy a ticket, 3 minutes before they go on sale to the general public.
And I don't understand that.
Well,
I really don't. I thought that wasn't just the Colts Stadium. Mr. Irsay, make sure that you know that that's used for everything and all kinds of things, and all kinds of people use the suites. But so I don't understand that.
Well, it's
season ticket holders get a jump on getting the tickets.
Well,
I don't understand.
I mean,
it.
it's always somebody, right?
Swift? Was it the same for now? How do you feel? Huh? Knowing that season ticket holders may have gotten a jump on those tickets.
No, it's okay.
Is it
the
your
phone's
turn?
still ringing
it's your
at
turn
town
to
hall.
get it.
Yeah.
It's Denny's turn to get the phone.
Yeah.
We've been doing customer service here at town hall.
Nice.
There's a sewer clog over on Main.
All right.
I just repaired a pothole.
This is from my cousin, Tom Nichols. He has this. He says, just heard your comments about the Nickel Plate Railroad and Trail. Yes, the track from Noblesville to Indianapolis was the route of the former fair train to the State Fair, Indiana.
Yeah.
I was part of its operating crew from 2003 to 2015. The track was removed in the fall of 2019, and some sections of the route have been converted to paved trail.
Yeah.
Boy, that's kind of sad. Part of the
Well, it was sad when it was gone.
Noblesville to Tipton is now operated by Nickel Plate Express. So this northbound might be the only trail they got left.
Probably.
Or rail.
Just about it. There's some down around.
Okay.
I think around French Lick.
Thanks, Tom.
So here's this information. Just announced, Billy Joel and Sting, as a benefit of being a Colts season ticket member, we are providing you with an exclusive pre-sale opportunity to purchase tickets before the peon general public.
Wow.
I added the peon part.
Wow, okay.
Just to make it a little more.
Such an elitist.
Very dramatic.
Mark your calendars for Wednesday, October 2nd.
I think that's not good.
At 10 a.m.
I feel bitter about that. Allison, how do you feel about it?
Special pre-sale offer passcode
would say the rich
and purchase link will be
pays to be rich
to your email prior to the start of the pre-sale.
You're such an elitist. You're skimming off the top of all the good seats, too, aren't you?
How many are you allowed to buy?
That's what I'm going to try to find out here.
I would say probably 4.
I bet you they let them have 6.
Hey,
4 to
Tom
6.
Nichols. Pat,
I bet you they do.
Tom Nichols is the music director at St. Luke's, and he said Monsignor Shadle said that they've been without power since 7:30 last night, so 5 o'clock Mass is going to be candlelight.
Well, in Monsignor's world, that might be pay the bill, pal.
Whoa, you called out the Monsignor?
Well, every once in a while,
you're saying he's a deadbeat and he doesn't pay his power bill?
Every once in a while, Monsignor doesn't realize that not everyone is on board with.
Hey, Cousin Tom, you make sure that Monsignor knows what Pat said. I'll send him the confession on Tuesday.
Probably call me right now. I'll probably get a text message.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate
2
you sending
seconds. So it does. I can't see on here how many tickets you get to buy, but
I hope it's just
maybe
one.
It's a very limited.
It's probably one.
It's probably limited, the number you can get.
Well, how many season ticket holders are there?
Well, there's
about 300.
No,
there's
be a lot more than that.
No.
So let's say that each season ticket holder on average has 3 tickets. Okay,
that's a weird number.
Well, because there's 2 and 4 would be the most common. So let's just say 3. So let's say that there's for easy numbers 60,000, even though there's more.
Now this is retail
so
math.
60,000 divided by 3.
Work on this.
Would be 20,000 season ticket holders.
So you're saying
so 20,000 of them, right?
Get to go to Billy Joel and
if they want
ahead of the.
Let's say that 65% of them want to that ticket.
Okay.
So now what? 65%
of 20. Okay, that's 12,500 something.
Okay, and each of them, let's say, get 4 tickets if they want those.
Okay.
All right, that's 48,000 tickets.
48,000 tickets, and how many does Lucas Oil sit?
About 70. Shows. So that's going to leave like 20-some thousand for you peons.
It's.
Gosh, I feel like I'm ordering
shoes like a knife
from
in my
Zappos.
gut. A knife goes right through me when you say peon.
I can't wait for the meet and greet with Taylor Swift.
Oh, can we just get ready for the speed round, please?
I'm going to go.
No, you can't leave.
It's time to go now.
No.
Yes, it
There's
is.
nothing left. We've got nothing left.
Hey, but actually, where I was going with this was the ticket. What is it with all these guys? Like, they cancel stuff. Like, even Jim Gaffigan. Canceled 5 shows. And it's like, oh, yeah, hey, he had to cancel, but they just reschedule it for next year, same dates next year.
Oh, I did hear some of the cancellations for next year.
And it's like,
come on.
I don't know.
So did people get refunds, or you have to?
I think you can get a refund, but the point is they automatically say, because normally it's like you
Allison,
would refund it.
pretend like
it
you
should
have-
be reversed. It's like, hey, we're going to refund all the money. If you want to keep the tickets, you have 48 hours or something.
The speed round's coming up, but Allison, pretend like you've got 2 little kids. You're going to take them to see Santa Claus, and it's scheduled for January 25th, 2024. Santa gets sick. Well, we'll see you in 2026. Is that the way it works?
Well, I don't know why I would be seeing Santa in January to begin with.
I don't know. That's a bad analogy.
That wasn't, yeah.
So last night,
Unless we had some problems with
last
our
night
presents.
we had to cancel Pumpkin Town.
Yeah.
But we didn't send everybody. It's like, hey, we rebooked you guys for 2025 on September 28th.
Date.
No, we refunded everyone's, and we either refunded or got them new tickets.
Hey, we need to get ready for speed round.
What do we do to get ready?
We go like this.
Wash our hands, or
we go. Ready? Deep breath, everyone. Ready?
I knew we'd find
Speed round is coming up next. 93 WIBC, the number 239-9393. It is time for the speed round, where we take your calls at 239-9393. We are here to serve. We're not packing our bags like Terry Stacy. We are committed to the end of this program by taking every call we can at 239-9393. We're not packing our purses. At least Denny's not. The speed round is brought to you by...
Oh, here we go. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Great pricing on Lazy Boy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers Furniture. Mattresses made in Indiana. And maintenance-free outdoor furniture. Listen, Pat. Free delivery up to 75 miles.
Who's ready for the speed round?
Thompson Furniture.
Ready.
All right, so we don't have any calls, so we're going to play the name game. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yep.
Who is Sherilyn Sarkeesian? Now, these are famous people.
Just famous people in general?
Sarandon.
Or of history?
Sarandon.
Sherilyn Sarkeesian.
That actress, Sarandon something.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan, that's who it is.
That's
Susan
not.
Sarandon.
Is that it?
Susan
Actually,
Summers.
I gave you a pretty good clue. It's Cher. Cher's real last name is Sarkeesian.
Yeah, you got to give us a bit of a clue.
All right, so this is a famous martial artist. His real name is Carlos Ray.
Oh.
And he's
That's
come out.
easy.
He's
Kung
come
Fu?
out.
Is it Kung
He's come
Fu?
out with
Kung Fu.
some Max type vitamins now, and he's selling all
Chuck
over the world.
Oh, Chuck
It's
Norris.
Chuck Norris. His real name is Carlos Ray.
Wait, his
All
real
right.
name is Carlos?
Carlos Ray.
That sounds more manlier than Chuck Norris.
Now, this guy is a famous big-time wrestler. His real name is Terry Gene.
Oh, a wrestler?
Wrestler.
Is he from Minnesota?
Nobody rips up his shirt.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Gosh, you guys are really good.
Who's the one from Minnesota?
I don't know.
Hey,
that's the guy.
Do you know
He was governor, right?
Hey, Denny.
I've lost.
Do you know how much people love this game?
What?
The lines are loaded. Philip joins us on the program. Hey, Philip.
That's funny.
It is
I just got in.
Thanks a lot, Philip.
Hey, I just got in at the tail end, but tell me, how's the power outage in Indianapolis going? Do you know?
You know what? We checked earlier, about an hour ago, and we were still sitting at
Let's just look real quick.
43,000 people out.
Duke is down to 8,000, but Indianapolis, Monsignor's going to be doing senior mass.
All right, we'll check that for
at
you,
5
Phil.
o'clock in the candlelight.
Okay, thank you. One last question.
Yeah,
all the guys from AES that went to Florida, who's going to cover for them in Indianapolis?
I was thinking that very thing.
Well, from the little bit that I know, the AES, those that usually we bring in for extra help, are actually they're contractors. So yes, you're right. Those extra help we usually have is down helping those in Florida and beyond, North Carolina.
Clark something in northern Indiana, they sent some people down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're looking for those numbers for you.
Okay, up next we have Unknown. Unknown, welcome to the program.
They may be getting their name right now.
Whatever.
So,
how did you find it, Allison?
Yeah, so AES, there's currently 36,000.
All right, making
people,
a little progress.
And Duke is just 6,000.
That's amazing because Duke was really high last night.
Yeah, that's where my neck of the woods was.
Chris joins us on the program. Hi, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Where are
Go
you?
ahead.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. I think she's
Sorry, Chris, you're breaking up.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, shoot.
She said something about Ivy.
Okay. Yeah,
Are we on?
applying preen, is that what you're asking?
No.
Okay, we don't really know because Chris, I'm sorry, we have a bad line on you, but it says in the comment applying preen, and so I think
applying
it's preen, and so if it's in ground cover, you generally would do that in the spring, and now preen has a extra almost a season long because the regular preen only would last like 2 or 3 months, so you can get the I forget what they call it, the Ultra or something like that will last 6 months. But there's certain ground covers you can't use it on, but Ivy and Myrtle, all those are A-OK. I don't think you can use them around daylily. So I don't know if that was your question.
But we gave you something.
You're the third caller, and you win the grand prize. And we'll be
a used Monte Carlo sandwich.
We'll be contacting you for whatever. Hey, Abdul's coming up next, 93 WIBC.
Bye, everyone.